We are up. Let's just make sure that we are rocking and rolling all good here. Which I think we are, but let me just make sure of that. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Welcome, everybody. Day 4. Day 4 of the Arizona Diamondbacks championship hopes. For those of you who have missed the past couple streams, past couple days, first of all, welcome. Second of all, we are doing a lot worse than I feel like we should be. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to hope to try and really seal the deal this year with a championship level team. Get my notepad back up from yesterday. Archie's healthy, but he has IL time left. Not that it matters, season's over, but all right. Last we left off. Sorry if I'm clearing my throat a lot. I don't know why my throat's been bothering me a little bit today, but starting off this series, Padres won the 2022 World Series, which I know it surprised me. Didn't really see that one coming, but here we are. They beat the Angels in 6. So, you know, good on them. Good on San Diego for winning the World Series and whatever. Winning their first. But we're going to jump pretty quickly into the offseason here. I don't think there's anything else I really care to look at. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Then we can go ahead. Let's jump into the offseason, shall we? Shall we, boys? Offseason begin. 189, that's the worst score I've gotten so far in this year's Out of the Park. So that kind of blows, but, you know, wasn't a great year. Taylor Rogers has an option year. He was really, really, really good for us this year, so we're picking that up. It's only for $3 million, so that's super worth it. I don't really care about you, Ken Kendrick, man. Oh, yes. Welcome back, B. Howery. You're playing OTP 20, so you did go ahead and get 20. Excited to hear that. Hope you're enjoying it. Danny Castles. Any players that matter here? Dickens, I almost traded a couple of years ago. Missoula, James Bell, McAuliffe. Jesus. There's so many players. Our pitching coach, Luis Torres, retired. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, Christian Robinson's made his way into the top 10 for prospects. Oh my god, he is... Talent Change Randomness has gifted me a god. Yes! What? How did this happen? I mean, I'm stoked, but what? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is so good. 70 contact, 70 power potential. Holy crap. That's so good. Oh, man. He already has 27 days of experience, so he might just start on the roster. He might just start next year. Looks like we don't have any other options other than Taylor. There it is. Yeah, I know. We're, you know, I'm feeling the lack of income coming in real quick here, but at least we can have a little bit of fun with some baseball games here. Looking on the bright side, at least. As for payments, Duplantier is definitely coming back at 8.5. That's super worth it for us. 4.4 for Gallon is a must. And then 4.4 for Kopech is also probably a deal that we do. Yeah, I know. Christian Robinson. How did I get him? Talent change random has really blessed me in this game. He's become disruptive. So that's a problem. His attitude brings everyone else down around him. I'm going to bring him back, but if I can trade him, if he has any sort of value, I might just look to trade him. Sorry about that dog in the background. He's not even interested in looking at that. Valdez is unbelievably cheap for how good he has been, which is obviously a really big plus for us. We don't have hardly any money, but honestly, I feel like we have a good enough team to really push if everything goes right. Woodruff wants a long-term deal. I don't think I'm willing to give that to him. Richard Rodriguez for 1-1 is good. Anybody who I really feel is going to be contributing or is just so cheap that I don't really feel like turning down. Luke Weaver here. Anthony Dominguez, of course. Acquired him at the deadline. He was excellent last year. Carson Kelly for 7. I mean, obviously he's one of the best. If he's one of not the best player on my team, so yes, please. Christian Walker for 1 million is probably a no for me. Joey Wendell for 1.5. It's a little pricey, but he was pretty good last year in that kind of like holder role. I could look for an upgrade. He's 32. I could look for an upgrade. I think I can get someone cheaper than that. 1.3 for Austin Slater. Is that worth it? Probably not. Almost certainly not with all the young outfielders that we have. 850 for Victor Rojas. Oh, shoot. Actually, you know what? I'll keep Wendell then. If I'm not keeping... no, not if he wants that much money, then no. If he's not going to settle for the 1.3 for the arbitration, then no. I'll give him the ARB number, though. And then Rojas is definitely coming back. First year of arbitration for him, I think. He's not interested right now. Are these players not happy? What are they angry about? Team record, performance. I mean, he didn't have a terrible year. I didn't start him last year because, you know, I just felt like I could get better, but... As for comp offers, I don't think Pilar will accept one. No, he only wants $3 million to come back, honestly. I actually don't hate that deal. Played well. 93 games last year. Started 83. Hit over 300 with 10 homers. 45 RBIs. Not a bad year. I can look to re-sign him, but neither of these guys are getting that. And Gallo's a free agent. I just don't have the money to re-sign him. So, yeah, money for extensions. I have none. So he's just a free agent. Howdy, Cubed. Yeah, awesome. No, absolutely. Happy to help on any sort of Giants rebuild. I'll see you when you get back. Yeah. So we're looking for upgrades here. We need a left fielder and a right fielder. So we need corner outfield. We could always just start playing Robinson in a corner outfield position, which I think he's a little bit more suited to. But, or even just throw like Victor Reyes in one of the corner outfields that he plays like super well. That's fine. But yeah, those are our players. Let's head to news so that we can check out the award winners. Archie's got to come off IL. So is Ender. Ender won't be back for how long? 9 months. So he's not even making it towards near the beginning of the season. He's out for most of next year as well. Just a little unfortunate, but again, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got all the boys back. So that's nice. Gold Gloves coming up. All right, Gold Glove today. American League Gold Glove winners in 2022 were AJ Puck, Yasmani Grandal, Nico Goodrum, Colton Wong, Matt Chapman, Anderson Simmons, Jake Fraley, Byron Buxton, and Manuel Margot. None of those are super surprising. It's kind of interesting to see all the teams that they're on. Grandal on the Angels is ridiculous, as if they aren't good enough already. Wong's been on the Tigers the past 2 seasons, I believe. Yeah. And then Manuel Margot in Tampa is interesting as well. Is he in Tampa in real life? He is. He signed with them this year, I guess. I don't pay too much attention to, I don't know, players like Margot. Not to say Margot's bad, but just, you know. I'm not super in the know of everybody. Vince Velasquez, Austin Hedges, Eric Hosmer, Lusky Orme, Nolan Arenado, Freddie Galvis, Monty Harrison, Christian Pache, and Ronald Acuna. All of these are they make sense. Arenado, again, getting another Gold Glove. What is that? How many now? 10 Gold Gloves for Arenado. Makes sense. He's still an unbelievable fielder. Even if he's only hitting mediocre, he's still, arguably the best defensive third baseman ever. I know he's in the conversation, and especially at this point in 2022. And I'm only paying him like $24 million a year because I have Colorado paying 35% of it. So, I'm not really in a bad spot. It's just, I wish it was better, I guess would be the thing. He's playing 160 games a year too. It's not like he's not playing, so hopefully he starts hitting. Reliever of the year. Oh, we got Zach Gallen to an extension. That's huge. He was our ace last year. He might win the Cy Young this year. He'll at least be close. He'll be in the top 3 for votes, almost certainly. National League reliever went to this guy, Michael Baez, with pretty much every vote. Miguel Diaz, 2 Padres actually getting pretty much all of the votes. And then Alex Vesia in Miami getting some votes as well. In the American League, it was a lot more spread out, but Brandon Brennan won the award. I feel like Brandon turns out really well in a lot of these OOTP saves. Looks like Scott Barlow also had a super good year. Both of them had pretty ridiculous seasons. 2.05 ERA. That's really good. Silver Slugger. Silver Sluggers in the American League are Gary Sanchez, Miguel Sano, Jose Altuve, Rafael Devers, Francisco Lindor, Eloy Jimenez, Jared Kelenic, Mookie Betts, and Bobby Bradley in Cleveland. Seeing Bradley there is really interesting. I think Bradley, it'd be fun if Bradley turned out to be good in real life. I think he's an interesting prospect for sure. Seeing Kelenic finally make the majors. Oh my God, 6 WAR. Yeah, Kelenic has become the beast that Seattle is really hoping he can become. So, good for him. Good for him indeed. National League, do we have any winners? We do not. Not super surprising. We weren't really able to hit all year, but Jack Flaherty, Dalton Varsho, Max Muncy, Ozzy Albies, Drew Ellis. Fuck, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The 2 guys that we traded for Nolan Arenado went on to have both above 6 WAR seasons. Oh, no. I'm looking like a moron now because Drew Ellis and Dalton Varsho both went on to Colorado to become absolute studs. That sucks. That sucks. What can you do? I had no idea, That's one of those hindsight's 2020 things. They weren't even top prospects. Drew Ellis was, 24 in AA when I traded him? He was in AAA. He was playing averagely in AAA when I traded him. Unbelievable game. I hate you. Corey Seager, Juan Soto, Victor Robles, Cody Bellinger, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? I'm mad. Rookie of the year in the American League goes Royce Lewis in Minnesota with Gigliotti and Larnach. Gigliotti looks like a beast. Wait, he lost Rookie of the Year? He got 6.9 WAR. How good was Royce Lewis? Holy shit. What a Rookie of the Year race this was. That's powerful. In the National League, it was Steven Gonzalez, who I guess is a rookie at 28. I guess he just hadn't played enough games. That's weird. All right, I guess he's a rookie. And then Brian Miller and Nick Gordon on the Reds. We've got Manager of the Year coming up. Daryl Irvine in Minnesota won Skipper of the Year. His first year as Minnesota manager. And then Jace Tingler won Manager of the Year with the Padres. So good for him. More useless trade stuff. Cy Young is tomorrow. We didn't win the Cy Young, which is unfortunate. Must have come close. Shohei Ohtani wins his second Cy Young. Actually, I believe it's his first Cy Young and he won the MVP. No, it's his second Cy Young, but he also won the MVP in 2020. So, his second Cy Young this year. Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, rounding out the top 3. Some interesting players in there. A lot of Angels. And then Steven Gonzalez won the Cy Young in the National League with the Mets. Jack Flaherty got some votes too, but Zach Gallen actually got 1 first place vote. I know Gigliotti is actually a beast. Like, he's massive in this game. Or in this save. I don't know if he turns out too great. I don't go too far in the future, usually, so I don't know if that's normal, but Gigliotti is a monster in this save. Touki Toussaint, another former Diamondback prospect. Another beast. Golly, man. This really isn't... This really is rubbing it in my face, isn't it? But Zach Gallen at least got some votes. But he looks like he's a beast. Coming off of a 4-win season. A 3-win season, going to 4-win seasons, going to a 5-win season. So next year, hopefully he can go to 6. That's the goal. MVP. Shohei Ohtani wins his second MVP. Some vote getters that might be surprising are Royce Lewis in his rookie campaign. Good to see Gigliotti in there. Good to see Jared Kelenic in there. Ramon Laureano in there. But Eloy and Devers were the other 2. And Miguel Sano honestly also got a first place vote. So that's pretty big for him. Cody Bellinger wins his 4th MVP in a row? 3rd MVP. He didn't win it in 2020. I thought he did. But Cody Bellinger wins his 3rd MVP with a 10-WAR season. I mean, he is just the best player in the game. As far as I can see, like, at least, I know I talked about this yesterday, but, I mean, look at those ratings. Like, have you ever seen a player in Out of the Park with ratings like that? Because that is, like, just unreal, you know? Like, he is just unreal in this game. He is the best player I've ever seen in Out of the Park. Unbelievable. Unbelievable indeed. Let's see. Dalton Varsho got 116 votes. Drills got 109. I hope they fall off. Hope they fall off hard. Zach Gallen got some votes, so that's nice, but, you know, still sad. Still sad to see it. You hate to see it, boys. All right, we are at arbitration hearings, so we'll skip it to free agency filings. Kopech favored the team. Luke Weaver the team, and Rojas the team, so excellent. Free agents enter the market. Joey Gallo, I don't have the money to re-sign. How much do I have for free agents? Do I have any for free agents, actually? I might not have any money. I have $6 million for free agents. Okay, so what are we looking at here that we are interested in? I think pitching, we're fine. I think we have too many pitchers. Not in a bad way, but just like, I think we're set on pitchers. Like, we have so many pitchers that are good that I think we'll be fine. And then, but for batters, that's where it starts to get a little dicey. We need corner outfields, although we could just put Alec Thomas in left or Victor Reyes in left or right. Which I actually don't hate the idea of just starting Victor Reyes in, like, right field. Just as a super good defensive right fielder. He didn't hit well at all, but the year right now is 2022 offseason, so we're about to go into, we're prepping for the 2023 season. However, that's better than how my Manny Ramirez turned out my expansion Rockies. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, like, I've never seen a player in Out of the Park turn out like Cody Bellinger. I mean, he's unquestionably the best player I've ever seen in Out of the Park baseball. Maybe it's just my save, but 80, 65, 80, 80, 70 with a 65 in right field and 75 stealing. Like, I never have seen a player like this, and I don't think I ever will again. He is unmatched in terms of talent. We're gonna bring up Robinson because there's no point in keeping him down because he already has service time. He's gonna start every day because why wouldn't he? So honestly, we need a left fielder. We could just play Rojas, so it's not like the worst case scenario here if we don't find one. But we need a left fielder. We need a backup catcher, which we can get for nothing. I'd like a platoon partner for Beer. I'm more okay starting Rojas in left and getting a platoon partner for Beer. With only $6 million, I don't think we're going to be able to find upgrades in our middle infield, though, with Marte and Ahmed. Rojas could always be that upgrade in second base. And Ahmed's just so good defensively that I mean, it's just really not. He's not a negative. He just isn't necessarily the biggest positive. Benintendi's a free agent, which is hilarious. Holy crap. That's crazy. I didn't see that coming at all. All right, so we want a backup. We want a right-hitting first baseman. That's, like, decent. So we have Hanser Alberto wants a lot of money. Ryan Braun doesn't want a lot of money. Will Craig wants hardly nothing. He hasn't even been playing in the majors, though. My scout likes him, though. Wilmer Flores we could bring back for cheap. Kike. Howie Kendrick. Jose Martinez. Austin Slater, but no, he's not really a first baseman. Let me just make sure these guys are good at first. Fielding stats. No, oh, wait. Sorry. How do I set this again? It's going to be in MISC? No, it's going to be here. Fielding ratings. Fielding at... Not right field. Fuck, I fucked that up. Fielding at... First base is at least a 60. I'd prefer a decently good defensive player. Wilmer Flores. I could bring him back to the desert after a couple of years in San Fran. He had a really good year a couple of years ago. Was a little bit worse last year, but in a platoon, I don't think that's that bad. He has really good defense. Yeah, easy peasy. Get Mike Trout. Well, and Mike Trout is like the 4th best baseball player in this world now. Let's check the player rankings. I haven't checked the player rankings yet. I'm interested to see where they put him. They put him 3rd as a batter. They have Zach Gallen as the 15th best pitcher, which is neat. Dalton Varsho's in the top 20 for hitters. Love that. But Bellinger and Juan Soto have both eclipsed Mr. Mike. Super Mike Trout. I don't think Flores is a bad signing at all, actually. Especially if I can get that down to $1 million. Great. 1 year, $1 million for Flores. I don't hate. We need a utility infielder because we let go of what's his name? Wendell. Sorry, I was just blanking on his name. So let's get that set up. And then fielding at shortstop. He's to 55. Who can play them all? Nobody that's that good, so we'll drop the numbers a little bit. Drop them to 50. Ehire Adrianza. Don't hate that. Wait, we didn't re-sign Wendell, right? Yeah, he's gone. Cubed, I don't know if that's helping. I don't know if Mike Trout, I don't know if playing Mike Trout at utility infield is even worth it. Former Diamondback Jack Reinheimer. Adrianza's not a bad signing. For pretty cheap. As just a utility infield guy. Yeah, I don't hate that for 1 year. Shit, that was too much. I keep pressing the 1 million button in this game. I don't know why. $1 million. So I got 2 guys on real cheap contracts. Ideally, I'd be able to find a starter with my $3 million now in either left or right field. Ideally, left field and just somebody who can just crush the ball. Because I think that's what we're missing is power. I don't think we have any power. 13th in home runs. We're 9th in batting average. Our defensive efficiency is not that great, but our zone rating is great. If he's underpaid in the outfield, then it's only fair to pay him fairly by putting him at the infield corner. Oh, you're so right. I never thought of it in that way. Genius. Okay. I can get Derek Dietrich for $3 million as our starter. And left. Which I don't hate as an idea. Anybody in right field that I'd be looking for? Kevin Pillar, I could just bring him back. But I think he's a little bit overpaid at $3 million. I don't hate Derek Dietrich. I mean, I do in real life because he makes me mad as a player, but in the game, I think he fits what we're kind of going for. Yeah, I mean, his ratings aren't bad. 60 home run power is kind of exactly what I'm looking for. And he can play both corners. And he can, like, play first base if he has to. Yeah, I might just pick up Dietrich. Just because he's a little bit cheaper than Pillar, and I think he's probably a little bit better in the game. Let's do it. Let's sign him. Let's sign him to 2.5. Can I get him for 2.5? Not 1.5. Yeah, he'll sign for 2.5. All right. So we can get somebody else. We don't really need anything else, but I guess it doesn't hurt to see what I can get for 1.5. I mean, this guy Austin Bernard is a minor league free agent. These are all the batters in the game. Can't really get anybody that's super worthwhile for 1.5. Yeah, how about pitchers? All players. Jose Iglesias doesn't want any money, but Jose Iglesias is actually kind of a steal. But I don't have the money to sign him. But, like, he's just a straight upgrade over Nick Ahmed, I think. I feel like he's just a straight upgrade over Nick Ahmed. Yeah. I don't know if I can afford it, though. Ahmed's on 10. I'd have to be able to get rid of Ahmed. If I shop around Ahmed, I'll see what I can find. I get Heaney. I drop 3 mil on that, but I can drop way more by just picking up like Yanni Pareda. Or even like a Corey Abbott. Ideally, I'd get some sort of combination of guy who can contribute and is also not super expensive. But I don't know if that's possible. Doesn't look like those exist. Is Pareda a good defensive catcher? He's meh. He doesn't seem like bad cover to have in an org. I don't really need pitching. Yeah, I think I might just trade him as a salary dump and then try to sign Jose Iglesias. Then I might pull out on Dietrich and see if I can get someone better with the money that I just freed up. Yeah, that's fine. It's just a salary dump. So Nick Ahmed's gone. But that's because there is just a strict upgrade, I think, in free agency in Iglesias, who wants like a less than a quarter of the amount that Ahmed was getting paid. I'll just keep it 2 years. Make this the option for 2.5. All right, yeah, I'll sign a better version of Nick Ahmed for literally half his price. Yes, please. And that frees up about 8 million for a corner outfield. If I get Dietrich off the books, if I get his 2.5 off the books, that's about 10. It's not enough for like Benintendi, so I think Dietrich is still fine. But is there anybody else like here that I would want to look at? I could look at Polanco, but I think Dietrich is just as good. So yeah, I don't think it really is a massive upgrade. It just gives me more cap flexibility. Severino's a free agent. He only wants 14. I don't know why, but huh. I get Jorge Gonzalez, one of the internets this year. Get Sean Manaea. I really don't hate the idea of like trying to make money for Sevy. No, we if I could do it, it would be fine, but I think I'd have to give up too much to do it. Because I don't know who I would trade off. I don't know who I'm paying that I don't want to be paying. Other than technically Ketel Marte, but if I'm going for Severino, then I wouldn't have the money to upgrade him. I guess I could theoretically start Rojas there, but I think Ketel Marte is much better than Rojas. I mean, Bumgarner, obviously, but no one's taking him, right? Yeah, no one's taking him. Not really a shock. He'll go up on the trade block. Just so people know he's available. I wish I didn't have Inciarte, but it is what it is. He'll come back and probably jump into left field, and then we'll play Dietrich and right. And then that means Reyes doesn't have to start, which is probably a little bit more ideal. Yeah, everyone who's getting paid kind of deserves to get paid on this team, which is kind of a common theme you'll find with my teams. Not that I'm prone to not that I'm immune to bad contracts. Because obviously I'm paying Inciarte $10 million this year, and he's not going to play for most of it. But, just something to think about. Means I could sign a decently good backup catcher. Austin Barnes is really interesting. He wants $3 million. Tucker Barnhart is also interesting, though. Actually, both of these guys are super interesting as backups. Barnhart's a little bit more expensive because he's coming off of okay year. Barnes is coming off of actually a better year. And they're pretty much the same player. He's humble. Yeah, I'm going to go sign Austin Barnes as my backup catcher for 2.5. Holy crap, man. I like how they just give me free players in free agency sometimes. All right, so that would be... I don't think we need to make any more changes. Setting up everything here. If I clear everything, it's going to be... Our pitching staff's Gallen, Woodruff, Conine, Kopech, Duplantier. And we have Bumgarner and Weaver and even Valdez as cover. Tabor won't start on the Major League roster. And then stoppers in Dominguez, Bradley, who are both like our closer stoppers. And then Hendricks and Rogers as the other 7th inning setup stoppers. And then Rodriguez and Frambler Valdez as middle relief. Yeah, because I think this is a super good bullpen. Our bullpen was fantastic last year. Bullpen ERA was 5th. So... we have 3 lefties in the pen. Yeah, I feel like our bullpen's fine. I don't feel like I really even need to touch this. Lineups, if I clear them all. Carson Kelly, obviously, at catcher. Seth Beer platooning at first with, who did I sign for him? Wilmer Flores. Ketel Marte at second. Nolan Arenado at third. Shortstop will be Iglesias. Left field to start the season will be Dietrich. Center field will be Christian Robinson. And right field to start the year, I could platoon Rojas and Reyes. I'll just start Reyes because he's really good defensively. And at least we have defense there. And then Rojas is a really good utility guy. So he can back up and left. Oh, shit. He can back up and left. He can back up and right. He can back up at second. And then I have another guy coming in. That's fair. You don't want to waste an option. You're smart. That'd be smart. I'm just dumb, but it is what it is at this point. Do I want Pereira as the backup since he's more defensive? Or do I want to start with Alec Thomas since he's fully developed? I think having Thomas start the season as the backup is fine. Or, like, honestly, they'll just play for the job in spring. Backup catcher is going to be, what's his name? The guy I just went out and got, Barnes. I might sign both Barnes and Barnhart to just guarantee that I have a good backup catcher. Is Tucker a captain? I don't think he is. He's humble. Not that it matters because obviously, what's his name's a captain? Carson Kelly. But I could find a catcher that has good defensive stats. That's not going to be the problem, I don't think. Wilmer Flores is the platoon mate. Ejair Adrianza is going to be able to play both of these positions, and Dietrich will start here. Okay, yeah, I like where we're at. Let's just start simulating until the Rule 5. Just see who we can pull. Received a personal message. Who's it from? We lost Gallo. He went to Boston. It is what it is. Wasn't really that great after coming over. I mean, he was okay. He just wasn't like, whoa. But he's now a Red Sox. And that was the only update we got. I assume all of these contract negotiations updates are just saying, hey, you're doing a good job. They are. Don't care about your bad trade proposals. Rule 5 draft time. We haven't signed anybody yet. Who has signed, just out of curiosity, in the offseason so far? A lot of people. Who signed for a lot of money? Rizzo's gone back to LA for $102 million over 4. Gallo got 126. Sonny Gray got 59. Verlander is going to Boston on 53. $73 million for Justin Turner to go to the Cubs. $112 for Joe Musgrove to go to the Cardinals. $86 for Mazara to go back to Texas. Severino's going to Colorado. Gary Sanchez going to Milwaukee on $200 million. I don't think he's that much of a beast. I mean, he's good, but, like, I don't know if he's that good. I don't know if he's $200 million good. He will be in real life, but in this game, I don't know. That's such an overpay. Oh, I started the draft. Oops. I gotta look at the pool first. Make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. Not that I'm really too concerned with that, but... Jorge Barosa. Okay, sure. Nefi Castillo. Jefferson Espinal. Cal Mitchell, I definitely want to keep because we might need to play him this year. That's it, I think. That's all I really care about. Okay. So now you can start the Rule 5 draft. Gary Sanchez went to Milwaukee. He's a Brewer. For $200 million over 7. Anybody here that I care about? I don't think anybody here is going to even be able to make the team. Doesn't look like it. There's this guy, Acuna. If you could play more than just shortstop, I'd do it. No worries, Howie. I hope your internet gets better. I know everybody's probably on it now because of the quarantine, so hope your internet gets better, and I'll see if you get back on later. And I know having to move from New York to Milwaukee, hey, he chose it. If you gave me $200 million to move to Milwaukee, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I don't know about you. I'd do it. Yeah, I just don't think there's anybody worth it. Urena was first picked. I mean, whatever. Drew Smiley, Juan Lagares. Old men are the only people picked in the Rule 5 draft anymore. All right, now I just wait for everyone to sign. Which I didn't realize was going to take so long. All right, great. Here we all are. It's so weird how they all sign on the same day if you offer them the contracts. It's just odd. So Iglesias, Wilmer Flores, Ehire Adrianza, Derek Dietrich, and Austin Barnes are all Diamondbacks now. Excelente. All of them can come up. Problem with Austin Barnes. What? Hello? Could not put player. Oh, the 40's full. All right, so who are we waiving? Who's never making this team? How about the guys we just put on it, like Espinal? Actually, no, we'll just cut like Alex Young, because I doubt he'll ever make the team. And we'll also cut Bielak. We got him in that Houston trade. He really never turned into anything other than just a AAA pitcher. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, because we need to bring up Wilmer. All right, so we can now set our lineups, which is Austin Barnes here. He's a righty, right? That's really nice. To have a right-handed bat. Can play every, like, 4th or 5th game. Flores is our platoon man. Adrianza's our backup 3rd and our backup short. Play every 5th game here. Iglesias is starting at shortstop. Dietrich is starting in left. All right, Cube. So I'm playing the Giants. It's day 1. First move is obviously trading Gausman. I've actually seen Gausman win the Cy Young in this game. I don't know how consistent that is, but I have seen him do it. Let's see how he did in this save. I've seen Gausman turn really good in this save. Yeah, he was actually really good for San Fran that year. He had 3.2 WAR and he had a 3.43 ERA. So, yeah, his contract is terrible, but also I'm pretty sure he's a free agent at the end of the year. I think that would be the only thing, is he's a free agent at the end of the year. Yeah, that's true. You're not really looking to win now. The only thing I would say would maybe be to wait until the trade deadline to see if he can increase his value and you get maybe a bit more desperate bidders coming in. But that would really be the only, small piece of advice. Yeah, and I think this is what our roster is going to look like, our opening day roster, without Inciarte, so we can bring up somebody else. Because Inciarte will go on the IR. All right, let's just sim to the results, see who gets in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Usually teams don't offer a ton in the offseason. Usually I have to wait until the trade deadline. If you notice, that's why I do that. Offer Gratterall or Alec Boehm, and I'm not feeling it. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say either of those are worth it for what I would consider to be a pretty competent starting pitcher. Boston hates Gratterol. More prospects that probably won't turn in anything. Hall of Fame voting results. Nobody got in this year. Nobody got in. The highest voted player was Carlos Beltran with 60% of the vote, but he didn't get in. Other first-year standouts, K-Rod. Jeff Kent got dropped in 10 after getting 16.3%. Jared Weaver, John Lackey. And then the first years that have been dropped are Matt Cain, R.A. Dickey, Bronson Arroyo, Houston Street, Jacoby Ellsbury, Joe Blanton, and Jason Worth. Yeah, at least in this game, he doesn't seem to ever come close. I love Scott Rowland. I thought he was a good player, but I'm surprised they have him as a Philly. I guess it's not that surprising. I don't know. Maybe it's just my time period, but I remember him mostly on the Cardinals. But Beltran not getting in is also surprising. He'll get in eventually at 60%. It's just surprising that no one got in this year. I think that's kind of weird. Yeah. All right. Let's just go to spring training. Oh, I didn't change it. Shit. I wanted to change to win now. Because you can do that in, I think, front office. Which I didn't know until, like, recently. Is you can change your status. I don't know where you can do it. But I know you can do it. I thought it was somewhere in here. Oh, no, I guess you can't. I guess the owner just chooses it for you. Yeah, the Giants are old, and they're bad, which is a very bad combination. I think, in my opinion, from what I've seen so far in the game, I think the Giants are probably the hardest team to rebuild because they're awful to start the game, but they don't have any prospects. Like, it's really your team to build from the ground up because they're not going to be able to do it. Is it in here? I don't know. I guess I'm just rebuilding. Whatever. Preseason begins. All right, let's check and see if there's any free agents out there that have... I mean, I guess if you count, like, Yastrzemski, he's not, like, old. But, like, they have, I think they're bottom 5 in the pipeline. And they're going to be awful this year. It kind of feels like how Kansas City felt like 2 years ago. We were just like, God, I don't even know what you're trying to do. But yeah, let's re-sign Herbert to a minor league contract. Get that catcher. We have $13 million that we could use to go out and sign like a Charlie Blackmon. I don't really see why we would though. I mean, there's all these guys out here that are wanted for essentially nothing. Hey, Yu Chang, sure. I'm trying to sign anybody that's not a catcher. Eduardo Escobar, yeah, come on back as a minor league free agent. Oh, how the mighty fall. Billy Hamilton, sure. Roberto Perez played for us last year. Salvador Perez, that's strange. Let's check how good Joey Bart is. Yeah, I mean, he's good. He had 3 WAR this past year. He's a captain. So, yeah, I would say he's pretty good. If not only for 65 catcher and captain. He's not excellent. That 60 catcher ability I would like a little bit higher, but, you know, if he hits averagely, he's going to be about a 3-win catcher, which I think is all you could really want from your catcher in this game. Hitting, like, catchers that can do a lot of different things are very rare, I've noticed. Got all those guys. Yu Chang signed with Atlanta. I don't care. We were able to pull the rest of them. So that's cool. Looks like Escobar never got back on track. Yeah, sell me on a Giants rebuild, please. I'm happy to listen. I just don't think I can't promise I'll agree. Oh, you have a lot of cash and an easy owner. Okay, that's a good start. That's a solid start. That's all. That's all you got. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know, it could be worse, I guess. You could have no prospects, no major league roster, and a shitty owner. So I guess there's that. By the way, Brett Conine turned out to be an absolute stud. I don't know if anybody else is seeing this, but this guy looks like he could be like a 6-win pitcher. Like consistently. And that along with Zach Gallen and Brandon Woodruff. Like, I like our rotation. Nobody else is really even close to making the roster here. Honestly, I don't really care about playing anybody else either. NCRT can go back on the DL now. Get back on there. He's out for the first, like, 4 months of the year. Don't call out the Pirates like that. Yeah, oops. Hey, man, they've got Josh Bell. That's something, right? That's a player. The Pirates turned out pretty good in this series, honestly. I think the Pirates have been pretty good the past couple of years. I think they've made playoffs both of the last 2 years. I know they made it 2 years ago. All right, so we'll just play through spring with this lineup. Ask a bunch of good for all lineups. Let's make sure we've got the right personnel. Can I check my front office here? Personnel. Morandi, does it say like, okay, relationship is good for Mickey Morandi. Team staff, bench coach. So we have good currently, which is as good as we're gonna get. So that's fine. I'll take good. We need a pitching coach. We don't actually have a pitching coach. So dev influence, average good is the best we can get. How about Darren Balsley? That's a hell of a name. So him or Island. So he has no development on anyone. He has 4 players, so at least he has something. The Pirates are one of the least likable teams in baseball. I don't know if they're least likable. Maybe right now they are, but I forgot who it was in real life said they were blown away by how primitive the Pirates pitching tech is. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a Trevor Bauer quote, so I wouldn't put it past him. Especially since they're division rivals now. Go ahead and grab Balsley. Let's head back to personnel. Our hitting coach, Gerald Perry, is a 0. Okay. So let's check out hitting coach. Dev influence. Oh, there's a lot of averages. Is there? I need average good. Dev influence is at least average, and relationship is at least good. That's a lot. I like the contact hitting focus usually, but I want to try to get the best possible coach I can. So there's 0 for neutral. 0 for him. So everybody has 0. I guess I'll just keep my guy then. I mean, I could sign Mark Grace. You know, just because I don't know. I think it'd be funny. Delwyn Young. Any other players that jump out at me that would be really funny? I think those are the funny ones. These guys are personable. They're more conventional, and he's more small ball, but I think I'll just keep my guy. Give Gerald Perry some time to develop a rapport with the Diamondbacks. Although he had a pretty bad year last year as the hitting coach. Here's my thought. Here's my thing, though, right? What reason does anybody have to be a long-term Pirates fan other than living in Pittsburgh? Nothing. They will never win anything. They're very disappointing in that regard. But also, they're kind of like the underdogs in literally everything they ever do. So, you know, Clemente and McCutchen, like they've had some really fun players, I think, to watch. I think so. A lot of people ended up becoming Pirates fans, especially when they started winning, like in the mid 2010, like early 2010s, mid 2000s, mid 20-aughts. I don't know. Whenever they were the wild card, that like 5 years in a row or whatever, something stupid like that. Balls League joins as the pitching coach. Early 2010s. Yeah, it was a weird stretch where they were just really good for a while. It looks like Woodruff got better. So that's solid. Never going to complain about that. And Iglesias drops a little bit, but that's all right. He's still beast defensively, and that's what I signed him for. Hamilton's a little bit of a worse center fielder now, but that's all right. He's still really good. Let's go to opening day and just hope for no injuries, boys. Christian Robinson's hitting well. Yeah, I'm playing baseballs. Welcome, Caleb. How are you? 6 weeks for Cal Mitchell. He's not on my opening day roster anyways, so that's fine. MLB season predictions. All right, so here we go, boys. Wow, am I having a mod fight in my chat right now? Unbelievable. No one ever gets along here. Christian Robinson is now officially rated the 6th best prospect in baseball. Golly, look at how good he looks. Like 70 contact, 70 home run power. Oh my god. What is going on in my chat right now? Dude, I'm losing my mind. I don't like this. Welcome to the party, Cubed. Jesus, what is going on? See, am I gonna have to mute all of you guys? Am I gonna have to time you out? I am very concerned by what's going on in my chat right now. I think we're seeing a romance blossom, and I'm not sure if I'm scared or if I'm here for it. I don't know quite yet. Just sending all the players down that need to go down. So I guess I'll just click on the ones I know aren't staying up. Josh Green, Matt Tabor, Kevin McKenna are the pitchers. Josh Green and McKenna have to be waived. I don't really care if they're, you know, snatched up. I don't know if either of them will play. I don't know what is going on. Dude, this chat has gone completely off the rails. Wait, is it me? Am I still part of it, or have I been kicked off now? It's a two-man channel. Does that mean I'm still on it? I don't understand. Have I been excommunicated? Stop being horny on main, Caleb. I gotta drop one more player. I think it's a batter, yeah. So one more guy's gotta go down. It's either Pereira or Alec Thomas. Who played worse in spring? Game type, spring training. Pereira. Well, Thomas didn't even play in spring. So I guess it's Pereira. Because at least he played. He didn't hit great. He didn't hit bad, though. So Alec Thomas is going down. All right. So that's the opening day roster. So now let's set the opening day lineups. That's correct. That's correct, Connor. We yell at him all the time for it, but he'll never change. All right. And then backup center is Pereira. And Pereira can be our defensive sub there as well. He'll play every fifth game. Rojas can play every fifth game at both of these positions. He'll play every fourth game in right, actually. He's a lefty, right? He can just play every third game in right here. Yeah, he's a lefty. And he'll play every fifth game here as well. All right, so let's copy this depth chart. Let's paste this over against lefties. And then switch around. Flores comes in. That's the only platoon I have, which is fine. But this goes down to 6. Bench coach for all lineups. All right. Well, here we go. These are the lineups, boys. Hope you like them. Because I think we can do something this season, but I'm not 100% sure. I just hope. I just hope that we can do something this season. So let's jump into it. Here we go, YOLO. At Colorado. Our arch nemesis of this, well, one of our arch nemeses. The Rockies, the Padres, and kind of the Dodgers are so far the real big. The Padres are really the ones I hate. At Colorado, it's a loss on opening day. That sucks. They signed Xander Bogaerts. That sucks for us. Because they also have Luis Severino and Noah Syndergaard. Wow, and Severino's their closer. What is going on? What is going on in this game? That's so weird. Gallen on opening day did not really have a good showing. But it is what it is. Bumgarner actually was even worse. Bumgarner faced 3 pitchers and gave up 3 earned runs. Which is about as awful as it gets. Alright, well, we can bounce back. At Colorado is a loss. Alright. Players getting better. That's good. None of them matter too much, but, you know, not too bad. At Colorado again for Game 3. Let's not open the season with a sweep, okay? We can... I believe. I'm a believer in you, Bile. All right. Well, Caleb, I think you're losing it a little bit. I think the brain's starting to deteriorate. All right. Well, we went 2 of 2 at Colorado, which is pretty damn good. At LA, loss. Can we not get swept? Okay, we got swept, but it's LA, so it is what it is. Can't really do much about that. Versus Colorado, we have some players that need to go down to AAA. Minor leagues. Let's go back to schedule. I'm really bad at these menus sometimes, even though I play this game a lot. Colorado is a win. At home, loss. Can we win the series? Oh, that would have been a huge series win for us. At home against the Angels. God, our schedule is brutal to start the season. Rojas and Jose Castillo got themselves suspended. That's not that big of a deal. It's one of our backups. LA. All right, well, at least we took one. At San Diego, loss, win. Can we win, please? Oh, come on. So not a good start to the season, but God, our schedule has been brutal. Looks like an easier stretch is coming up after at Colorado here. Win in 10, win in 11. Oh, we swept them. That's massive. That's awesome. Actually, that's really good. Sweeping Colorado in Colorado is great. Playing Cincy here. Win. 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 We swept Cincy at home. Back-to-back sweeps. We're going to San Francisco now. At San Fran is a loss. Win. Loss. We lose the series in San Fran. That kind of sucks. But versus St. Louis is a win. Hendricks is out for 6 days. He's honestly just going to stay up. Because, I mean, I don't really care that much. But, finish out the series strong. Win. Can we sweep them? We do sweep them. We sweep St. Louis. So, we're 15-12 to start. That is our... That's the best April that we've had yet. Kopech is pitching well, it seems, because overall went up. Zach Gallen went up to 4 stars. Okay, so our pitching seems to be doing well. Let's check out our home screen, our team stats here. Oh, actually, our bats are on fire. We're 3rd in batting average, 3rd in runs scored, 4th in on-base percentage. Looks like we finally turned it around. We're 4th in zone rating. How are we 12th in defensive efficiency, though? That's so weird. All right, Gallen's actually not having a great year. Conine is, though. He's looking like the ace that I was hoping he would look like to start this season. So that's epic. These are pitching stats, right? This is spring training. We need to look at regular season. Woodruff is having a good year, according to WAR. Oh, I didn't even see. He's only got 3.05 ERA. Yeah, he's pitching really well. He's on pace for 7 wins. All right, pitching staff is looking good. The bullpen's looking good. Only not good members Valdez, but he's been so good the past couple of years that, you know, I have faith that he can possibly turn it around. As for the bats, actually, it looks like our bats, Nolan Arenado is really, he's heated back up. Yes. We're getting the real Nolan Arenado back. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted to see. It only took a couple of years in the desert for him to find his mojo. Cubed, well, I'm feeling very odd. I have made exactly 1 transaction, washed up reliever for 2 prospects. That's good. Hey, that's a good way to turn it around. Carson Kelly is playing great. Jose Iglesias is hitting really well. That's not going to last. But, you know, that's a great way to start the season. Anyone not playing well? Christian Robinson. Not really playing like I want him to yet. Oh, man, I don't want to ruin his development, but you're winning the division. 20-10, what? What? Oh, no. That's not, I mean, that's, hey, it's something. That's surprising. God, I want to play him because he looks like he has, I mean, his ratings look ready, but I don't want to kill his development by having him be bad. I'll give him 1 more month before I start platooning him. Let me check out your image here, Cubed. Oh, yep, there it is. The Dodgers are 13-16, and they're 2-8 in their last 10. You're 9-1 in your last 10? Jesus, what a beast. What a beast indeed. Rojas is playing well. All right, we just got to keep it up, boys. We just got to keep it up. Dietrich's playing all right. We're honestly not even hitting that great as a team. It's mostly just Arenado being a beast. Everson Pereira is actually hitting really well. And if he's hitting really well, then I want him starting. So we'll have him start. Can they platoon? Pereira's a righty and Robinson's a righty, so no. We'll have Robinson play every 3rd game, but we'll have Pereira start. So Robinson's still getting minutes, but Pereira, we're capitalizing on how good Pereira's been over the course of the beginning. Andrew Triggs is a Cy Young candidate? That's what you're telling me right now? I hate that. I hate that a lot. Barnes is playing well when he is playing. But Carson Kelly's too good to take out, obviously. Rojas is playing well, as per usual. I might just start him over Victor Reyes. Have Reyes play every 5th game, or every 6th game here, and then... No, I'll just have them platoon, maybe. Because Reyes' defense is still valuable, I think. In right field. But Rojas can hit. Actually, no, I'll start Rojas, but I'll a defensive sub Reyes. Yeah, that's what I want. Wilmer Flores can be the defensive sub at first base against these. All right, so this is what we're going to go into next month with. Oh, okay, let's go, boys. Come on. Let's keep this hot streak up. Versus Cleveland, a 2-game set. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a loss. All right, we'll take 1 of 2. Going to Washington. That's a tough series. Loss in 11, so close. Loss in 10. We got swept in 2 extra inning games. That sucks. That's actually worst case scenario. At Kansas City is a win. Reyes is out 2 weeks. Okay, so he'll go on DL. Oh, I put him on 60-day on accident. Shit. Oops. That's what you get for not paying attention, kids. So it looks like Reyes is going to be out a little longer than we wanted. Who's playing well in AAA to come up, though? I have so many AAA batters that somebody's got to be playing well. Alec Thomas. Alec Thomas can come up. Because he was supposed to be up to start the year anyways, so. And he can play right field, right? No, he plays left. That's fine, because, yeah, that'll be fine. I can just put Thomas here. Have him play every 5th game here. And Adrianza can play right? No. Who's my backup right fielder now? I guess it could be Christian Robinson. That's fine. He can play like every 6th game. Alec Thomason for every 5th game. And then Christian Robinson can play every 6th game in right field. Because it's still getting him minutes then. Which is the ideal scenario. All right, well, back at Kansas City was a win. How's Perdomo doing? Oh, which is better, Doom OTP or Animal Crossing? Oh, OTP. It's the one I've played by far the most since it came out. Let's see how Perdomo's doing. I assume you mean, wait, which Perdomo are we referring to? Because I assume it means Geraldo? But that was... I feel like there's another Perdomo, but I can't remember his first name. Why do I feel like it's one of the retired ones? Why is his nickname Perdomo? Lance. Oh, you're good. You're good. So let's move on to... Oh, game 2 Kansas City. That's where I was at. Come on. Win. Can we sweep them? That'd be nice. Okay, no sweep, but we do win the series. So that's still positive. Austin Barnes got a PM. He doesn't want to be in a backup, but he's going to be a backup because I have Carson Kelly. So sorry, bud. We're going to deal with it. I assume I still have a really good club atmosphere because I have so many good personalities on this team still. Oh, I got rid of them all. Never mind. We're still happy because we still have 2 captains, but yikes. Oh, yeah, because it was all Peralta and stuff. I'll regale you with another head scratcher. 2020 Hunter Pence has a huge market. Oh, my God. Is he just playing that well? Versus Milwaukee here is a win. 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 4-game sweep? Oh, that would have been so good, but we're still in a really good spot. He's not even playing well, and he just has a huge market. That's what I like to hear. Player of the week was Arenado. That's what I like to see. Looks like he's become a superstar again. San Francisco, win. 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 4-game sweep him. We 4-game swept him. Yes. 5 days for Christian Robinson day to day. That's fine. He'll stay up for now. All right, so we're 25-18. We're in second place. We're 6.5 games out of division lead, and we are in the wild card spot right now. He hit 1-13. That's excellent. That's so weird. All right, Arizona, come on, keep it up. Keep it up. All right, at Philly. Loss. Win. Pereira's out 5 to 6 months. Oh, and he was having such a good year, too. Damn. He's out. Oh, that sucks. He broke his kneecap. That's unfortunate. All right, it is what it is, though. We have, thankfully, if there is any position that we have cover in, it's center field. So, we could bring up a actual backup right fielder like Brandon Marsh now. That's probably the play. Okay, so Christian Robinson has to take over, I think, as center fielder. Alec Thomas is our backup in center. He'll play every 5th game. I could platoon them like I did last year, but actually Thomas is hitting well, so maybe it's worth platooning them. Christian Robinson would start against lefties. I think that's the way to go, actually, now that I think about it. Thomas started retired, and then he starts against righties. If he starts falling off, I'll put Robinson back in. My favorite baseballs has to be Carl's that he has out in the street. I think that's my favorite baseballs. And then Marsh can come in as the backup right fielder. Play every 5th game. Not super good defensively, but not like awful either. All right, so there we go. Let's keep this hot streak going even without Pereira in center, even though I would love to have Pereira in center. Can we win the series against Philly? No, we can't. At Cleveland, that's a tough one. It's a loss. Can we at least take 1 of 2? Okay. We split it. At home against Washington, that's a win. Win, sweep them, boys. Oh, we couldn't sweep them, but still looking really good. At LA, win in 10. Loss if... Oh, Bumgarner's out 3 months. I don't give a shit. He could stay out forever, if we're being honest. Luke Weaver's been awful, and so has Framber Valdez. So has Michael Kopech. Godly. Okay, do we have a starter that we want to bring up? I didn't think Kopech would be this bad. Holy shit. Has anybody been, like, really good? Through 9 games, actually, Josh Green has been excellent. But he's more of a bullpen emergency starter guy. Hunter Pence for a half star. Hunter Pence and a half star for Cal Quantrill. I hate that deal. Jesus Christ. I can't believe Hunter Pence has value. It just makes me upset. I hate that you were able to get that for free. I can bring up Frias, but he doesn't look nearly as ready as Josh Green. Who, honestly, for being real, has just kind of dominated AAA. Let's give him his time. He can come in for Kopech, and Kopech can pitch out of the bullpen as a long relief guy for now. Bullpen's been less good this year, but it is what it is. If we're looking at OPS plus, if we're looking at who we can start replacing, Alec Thomas fell off. I'd rather just play Christian Robinson, especially because he's hot. So we'll play Thomas every 4th game here, and we'll just play him every 6th game here. Maybe every 3rd game here. Anybody else playing bad? Wilmer Flores, but I mean, honestly, he's fine. Just because I want Seth Beer only playing against righties. Seth Beer's having a good bounce back season after what was pretty disappointing 2022. Nolan Arenado has regained his form as superstar. He's on pace for 9 WAR. He'll be in the MVP conversation if he keeps this up, which is exactly what we needed. Adrianza's playing well too as our utility infielder. Our bats have kind of cooled off, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, obviously. Brandon Marsh doesn't look like he's hitting super well. Iglesias cooled off, but he's still a great defender. Christian Robinson is heating up. Derek Dietrich's kind of been around that the whole time. And then Carson Kelly and Nolan Arenado, our 2 stars, are playing well. So hopefully we can make the playoffs this year. Our bats are really good. Our FIP is awesome. Our pitcher war's first, but our ERA. So we're actually getting unlucky. So we're 30 and 23. What's our... okay, we're right on pace with our Pythag, but our pitchers are actually getting a little unlucky because we are 2nd in the league in FIP. and first in WAR. It's because we're 11th in defensive efficiency. I don't get that. We're tied for first in errors and we're 5th in zone rating. I don't get why our defensive efficiency is so bad. I know, right? Unlucky me? What are you talking about? I really want to take Victor Reyes off and bring him back up. Chat, is it cheating if I turn on commissioner mode just to take him off? I'm asking chat because I accidentally put him on the 60-day DL when he was only out like 2 weeks. And I understand that that's my fault, but also it's not really realistic in the sense of like nobody's accidentally going to put a guy on the 60-day DL in real life. Like I just pressed the wrong button in a video game, but nobody in real life is going to do that. So like should I do it or should I not do it? All right. I'm seeing go for it by Cubed. Caleb said no, but I don't remember if I asked. I don't know how I phrased the question, so I don't know what no is in reference to. I think I asked, is it cheating? And he said no. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to quickly take him off. Because, I mean, it's, again, I just don't think it's realistic. So, commish mode. I don't even know where the button is. Can I not turn it on because I'm in challenge mode? Oh, I can't. I'm in challenge mode. So it doesn't matter anyways. Alright, well. Never mind then. Can't take him off. Oh well. NCRT will be back first, I guess. Because Reyes is out for a little over a month. We'll just say he got hurt for a little longer than he actually did in game. We're just being preventative. Yeah, our top three in the rotation have been excellent. Gallon, Woodruff, and Conine. I mean, they have been unbelievably good. Holy shit. Like, Conine is on pace for 7.5 WAR. We have 2 pitchers on pace for 7 WAR. Well, Woodruff's not anymore, but Gallon is also on pace for 6 WAR. Like, our pitching staff, the top of the staff is looking excellent. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on pace for 3 WAR as a closer. I mean, that was an excellent trade. Yeah, I don't feel like we need to make too many changes. All right, but let's keep going. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Taylor Rogers happy to be here. He wants to stay. I'd definitely be interested to keep it. Oh, also, I made a world edit I'll keep you updated on. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, please do. Seth Beer got hurt. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Boosted the amount of draft picks in regular established internationals. Okay, yeah. Just because we might not get as terrible internats, which would be ideal. Fuck. Wait, how long is he out again? I don't want to do this. I don't want to mess it up again. He's out 4 to 5 weeks and not the 60. Put him on the 10. Fuck me. That's super unfortunate. It just means Flores takes over as the everyday first baseman. But it means I can bring up one of my 8,000 left-handed hitting first basemen. Looks like Blankenhorn's the one starting, so he'll come up. I'll keep the platoon going and just have Blankenhorn platoon, actually, instead. Yeah, that's ideal. If you can get the draft to not be terrible and the internets to not be terrible, that I think would be ideal. Flores is still... Blankenhorn's... He's a good defensive first baseman, but he's not as good as Flores, so... So Blankenhorn's finally getting his shot to actually be a regular everyday player in the majors after he's been like a backup for the past couple of years. Hopefully he can make the most of it. We'll see how it turns out, but hopefully it's good. All right, can we win the series against the Dodgers? We can't, but it's really good that we took one. At San Francisco is a loss. That's not ideal. We got crushed by Will Smith in one of those games. A National League Premier pitcher is Conine. Is that for the month or the week? Pitcher of the month. Brett Conine won Pitcher of the Month, so that's solid. Conine's turning out to be an absolute monster, so that's really good. Let's win this one. Oh, we lose the series, but we do win our game against San Fran. The draft is here. I am so not concerned with the draft anymore, by the way, because I think maximum I'm only going to go 5 years on these games. So... I don't really know how much I care. Who do we want? Who does my scouting director recommend? Oh, yeah, it's not my pick. Like, the best player was a 3-star. No, I traded Pavin Smith for, I don't remember who I traded him for. Oh, I traded him to Milwaukee for Woodruff. He was in the Woodruff trade. He still hasn't made the majors in Milwaukee. I traded him because he's a left-handed hitting first baseman, and I already had Seth Beer, and he just didn't have a spot in the, like, I didn't have an organizational spot for him, just because I'd rather have Seth Beer because he's just a better hitter. But Pavin, I mean, he's dominating AAA. Even he's yet to make the majors, so I'm a big fan of Pavin Smith in real life. And I think in real life, it's probably better to develop Beer as maybe like a left fielder. But I developed him as a first baseman, so it is what it is. Is Bonilla good? I mean, his pitches will never develop. But if they do, he'll be good. Who does Scouting Director recommend? Alex Bonilla? Yeah, screw it. I'm listening to you, buddy. Yeah, I think Pavin's a really good player. I just already had people in the system that were as good as Pavin. I actually don't even have any money left to draft, so we're just going to complete the draft. I'm honestly not even going to care, because again, like I said, I'm only doing 5 years of each save, at least, because I want to try to play as one save as every team, and I'll do 5 years of each, just to see how far, you know, what I can make the team look like in 5 years, but yeah, at this point, at the end of year 4, or middle of year 4, the draft picks aren't going to matter. Nope, none of those players are ever going to make my team by the time the save is over. So, we've become neutral at least. All right. At San Diego, this is a big series for us. That's a win. That's a loss. Please win it. Oh, come on, guys. You should play a buffer team next time. I was just going to go in alphabetical order, honestly. So after this, I was going to do Atlanta, and then Baltimore, and then Boston, and then Chicago, and etc. So I was planning on doing Atlanta next. Because I do want to try and play as every team. At LA, loss. I don't want to get swept. Win. Can we take 2 of 2? Oh, I was hoping we could take 2, but honestly, it's not that bad. We're only 1 game above 500, but again, this stretch has been brutal for us. We dropped out of the wild card race, but we were a really brutal stretch of games. It becomes a lot easier after that. The end of this month looks a lot easier, so. Versus San Diego at home. Loss. Win. Let's win the series. Okay, we do win the series. Valdez is out 2 weeks. Dominguez is also hurt, but he's unknown for how long. That's really bad. I hope he doesn't stay hurt. Valdez getting hurt's not the worst thing, because he's been terrible. So we can pretty much force somebody to be replacing him. Cole Stapler. He only started 1 game, but he's been really good. He has a really high WAR. ERA plus is good. Luis Frias is another guy. But he doesn't look nearly as ready as Stapler does. I could just bring up Harrington, because God, his stats look good. He only has 1 pitch, though. Yeah, screw it. Let's bring up Harrington. I'm just interested, you know? Harrington can go into middle relief. Stats look interesting, so why not give him a try? All right, so let's go back to schedule. And Dominguez is out 5 weeks. That's so much worse. Okay, so we were kind of getting wrecked with injuries now, guys. Just as our team's starting to be good, so that's exactly what I like to see. McKenna has played in the majors before. He can play in it again. Another middle relief guy. I'm sure Rodriguez is going to get used more often. All right, well, it is what it is. Injuries are going to happen, but you just have to get over them. Be able to fight through them. Chicago, win. Loss. Carson Kelly got suspended for 2 games, because of course he did. At least we have a good backup catcher, but come on, guys. We're at, like, literally half strength in this game against Chicago. And we still won. What beasts. Beer suffered a setback, so he's another month out from playing. So that sucks. At Cincinnati here. That is a win. Win. Sweep them. Yeah. Awesome. Dude, I swear, we're undefeated out. Like, I don't think we've yet to lose a series that is not our division rivals. Our division is just so goddamn stacked. Colorado at home. Loss. Win. Let's win the series. Yes, we won the series. At home against the White Sox. Win in 10. Loss. Inciarte's healthy, though. He'll need a rehab stint because he hasn't played in a year, so. But we'll check on him in like a couple weeks. Let's win the series. We won the series. Awesome. Okay, so we're now 44 and 36. We should be in the wild card. We are. We're in the wild card, but only by a half game. See, chat, I hope you're understanding why this is a little frustrating for me. Because I feel like we are a really good team, but we're in a really tough division. And so a lot of our games, like I feel like if I was in the NL Central right now, who their first place is 39 and 40, if I was in the NL Central, I think I'd have 50 wins. Like if I was just playing those teams more consistently, you know? The Orioles have 48 wins. Yes! I didn't even see that. Good for them. I know, right? I don't know. You only have the dynasty of the baseball world in 52 and 29 Dodgers, and then the Padres, Giants, and Rockies, who are all also really good. That's true. They are not your Giants, so that is something that I at least have on me here. Excellent. All right, but what changes do I have to make before the next series? Archie is a monster, by the way. He's pitching lights out. He has an 0.74 ERA. What a beast. Josh Green hasn't been great, but I don't really trust any of these other guys more. I guess I trust Kopech more than I trust Josh Green, but I don't know. Starting pitching's starting to get a little concerning. Or lack thereof. At least a back of the rotation depth. Adrianza's still hitting well. Looks like Christian Robinson's really heated up. He's become a pretty good hitter. He's on pace for 3 WAR this year, so that's definitely solid. Carson Kelly looks like he's fallen off, though. I don't know where he is. He's a little bit under now. Yeah, he's not having the best second half of the season, but Ketel Marte has actually just been overall bad. Like, he's at negative 1.1 WAR. Like, he has to go down. Like, I can't keep him up if he's going to play like that. So, Rojas can start. I guess he's starting in right. How many games has Inciarte played? Is he good enough to come back up? Is he... not Cal Mitchell. Inciarte. Is he healthy enough to come back up? He's yet to play so far, so no. Is there a guy down here that could want to start at second base? Cal Mitchell's been playing well. I'd give Cal Mitchell a start in right field. This wouldn't really be as much of a problem if... this wouldn't be nearly as much of a problem if I had Victor Reyes, because I'd just play him in right field and Rojas at second, but... Cal Mitchell can come up for now while Victor Reyes is recovering, I guess. Escobar's playing well, too. Yeah, let's, because Marsh hasn't been good enough for me to, like, really want to start him. He's a lefty. Can I platoon Marsh and, Cal Mitchell? No, they're both lefties. That's a little unfortunate. Dietrich's fine playing every day. Rojas pretty much has to play second, unless I want Adrianza to start for a little bit. Actually, I don't hate that idea. And actually, I'll send Cal Mitchell back down and bring up someone who can play. I know I just activated his timer, but it's Cal Mitchell. Posey on pace for like 6.5 WAR. That's awesome, man. When you can get Posey, when you can get a catcher like that, that's a feels good. Glenolin Hall. He can play second and short, but not third. That's more valuable to me than And there's Lofton, who's not hitting well, but he can play second and short well. I'll bring up Glenowin Hill Jr. And he'll be my backup infielder for now. Here and here. And we'll just have Arenado play every game because he can do that. He's an Iron Man. Adrianza can start at second. He'll play every 6th game at both of these. He'll play every 5th game at second. Yeah, that works. Start Adrianza here. Glenowin Hill. Just because Rojas is starting, don't necessarily want him to be... Yeah, the hotkeys would make this game a lot better, but also I don't know how you would implement them. I feel like that would be a really difficult thing to implement. So Adrianza's going to get a little bit more playing time while Inciarte heals, but that's all we can really do, just because Marte was so goddamn bad. PM from Dietrich, he's happy to be here, so is Liam Hendricks. I'll look at whatever after. Prospects list is updated. Christian Robinson's gone because he's now a genuine major leaguer. Gosh, Ketel Marte really... How the mighty have fallen from his 6.7 WAR season in real life. Yeah, no, specific menus is one way that I think they could do hotkeys and have it work. But, alas, nothing of the such. All right, let's move on to July. First game at Detroit. Framber Valdez is healthy. Is he better than either of these guys? He might be better than Harrington. No, I think I'd rather try Harrington. Is he better than Luke Weaver or Josh Green? That's the question. He's been playing really bad. -3 WAR. What about the other guys? They're all positive, so Valdez can just go down. Game's starting to lag a little bit. I don't know, does this happen to everybody else? But the game starts to lag a lot when I go, I don't know, into, like when I play it for long periods of time. Like when I play it for like 4 hours at a time. It just starts to lag like a lot. I'll probably do a reset sometime here soon, but at Detroit, this is a 3-game set. So we won game 1, lost game 2. We need to win that series. That is an essential win for us. I don't know why it stopped us. Oh, Internats is today. Not that it matters because they're all bad, but Arenado is leading the third base. Brandon Woodruff's getting votes for starting pitcher. Sir Anthony Dominguez is getting reliever votes. Any good Internats that aren't awful? I mean, these guys aren't awful. They're not worth $5 million. But they're not awful. This guy in particular is pretty good. I'm not going to spend money on him because he's 17 and I'm not really looking to do that. But, you know, that's definitely the best one I've seen so far in terms of international classes. All right, let's go back to team schedule. We have to win this game. This is a very big game. It got postponed. Excellent. I don't know for when, but for some time. At Chicago, loss, win. Let's win the series. Okay, we can't win the series, but it is what it is. Reyes is healthy. He's just going to come right back up. I know he was out for 60 days, but I kind of need him back up. Glenowin Hill is not ready, so Glenowin Hill is going to go for Victor Reyes. We have so many outfielders up, but it's fine because so many, like Rojas or something can play utility man, which is, I think what's going to happen here is Rojas will go to second. Adrianza will go and back up all those positions again. Every 4th game for Rojas and every 5th game for him. And then Reyes will just jump in as the starter in right because at least he can play defense. What was that? What am I looking for? Adrianza? There he is. He's got a day-to-day injury. Yeah, I think this is better. All right. So Rojas is starting at second now. Rojas, while not being a beast, has been like the MVP of this save for me. Because he's been so consistent. All right, guys. All right, that's good. I just want to make sure that was good. We lost that series. Now we're at home against San Fran. This is a very winnable series. Win. Loss. Come on. Win. All right, so we do win the series. He's fine for 4 days. NCRT's only got 9 more days of his rehab assignment. Is he ready yet? Yeah, 8 games I think is enough. So who am I sending down for him? One of the outfielders. Probably. Blankenhorn has not been very good, but although he hasn't been, like, awful. Because Wilmer Flores also hasn't been great. But Brandon Marsh can go down. And we can bring in Ciarte up. Now we're going to rearrange the starting lineup. I'm going to do that. I'm going to save here. And I'm going to reset the game really quick. Just because it's really starting to lag on me. It's becoming a problem. And I'm actually planning to stream for maybe a little bit longer today. I don't really have anything to do later, at least until like 8 o'clock. So I might just finish up with the Diamondbacks here today. If that's okay with you guys. All right, so it's going to close here. Let's reopen it. All right, we'll just go back in. All right. So let's since we're going to be doing some adjusting here, let's see what we're going to do. So Dietrich can play in right. Or I could just have Dietrich come off the bench. Is Victor Reyes? Victor Reyes has been hitting better, and obviously a much smaller sample size, but he's a significantly better defender. I can platoon them if I wanted to in right field, but Victor Reyes is just a better defender. So I think maybe having Dietrich as a backup here could work. He's a lefty, right? I could send down Blankenhorn and have Dietrich platoon at first base. That might be the way to go, since I trust him a little bit more than Blankenhorn. And I'll see what I need. So we've got Dietrich playing first here. And then Inciarte playing left. Because that's his like beast position, right? Yeah. Ender and left. So this is the starting lineup. Alec Thomas is our backup left and center fielder. And our backup right fielder would be Flores in this case. Oh, he doesn't play in this game. I guess Rojas. And he can play every 5th game here. Well, every 4th game, since Adrianza is playing every 4th game as well. Thomas is going to get dropped down to 5th game here, and then every 4th game here to ease him back in, to ease Inciarte back in. And it's going to be a very similar thing here. Dietrich's going to be backing up at first, and also in right, and in left. And Ender Inciarte is going to come in left. He'll play every 5th game here, every 6th game, every 5th game. Yeah, this works. This is what I'm going to go with, I think. Platooning at first, Flores and Dietrich, I think is fine. Sweet. All right, so that's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. It means we can bring somebody up. We don't really need anybody, to be honest. Maybe a backup right. Maybe I just bring Marsh back up. Like, keep Marsh up. I think it's fine. Just have Marsh back up in right here. Every fifth game. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's what we'll go with. Could also brought up another pitcher, but I don't really know who I would bring up. I guess Valdez, but it is what it is. I'd rather have the extra bat for pinch hitting. All right, San Diego. Decently big series here. Loss. Seth Beer is healthy, so immediately that platoon option is irrelevant now. Marsh is going back down. Beer is coming back up. Dietrich just becomes our backup corner outfielder. He's going to play decently significantly against righties. Inciarte is a lefty, so I could just platoon them. No, they're both lefties. Every fourth game, and then Dietrich every... I could platoon these two. That's who I was thinking of. No, I'll just have it this way. Every sixth game here, and every third game here. And then, and then Seth Beer comes in to start at first. And then here, we could have Dietrich. It's basically the same thing. What do I have him? Sixth game? Yeah. And every sixth game here as well. Replace that with Seth Beer. All right. Yeah, that works. Beer's back in the lineup. Hopefully he can be just as good as he was before. All right, we lost to San Diego. Let's win the series. Okay, we won the series. At St. Louis, right before the All-Star break. This is a big series for us. Win. Loss. Come on, win. Oh, come on. At least go even. Losing 3 of 4 to St. Louis is really bad. But it is what it is. All-Star game rosters. All-Stars are Conine, Zach Gallen, Brandon Woodruff. So we have 3 starting pitchers that are All-Stars. That's awesome. Love to see that. Nolan Arenado. So we have 4 All-Stars. 3 starting pitchers, and then Nolan Arenado. Good to see Dalton Varsho still being a pretty good player out in Colorado. Good. I mean, you know, not good, but, like, fun. Arenado finally back to that All-Star, superstar caliber. Conine making his first All-Star game after having a really great year. Brandon Woodruff making a second one after 2019. First one in a while. And then Zach Gallen also making it his second All-Star game. I'm liking how we're looking. Any other former Diamondbacks? Any other traded Kyle players on here? I don't see any former K-Man players. K-Man Kyle players here. I think it's just Dalton Varsho. I have to go through this slowly because it's hard to read all these. Yep, that's it. So this year doesn't look nearly as stupid for me. He wants to be traded. I don't care. I don't think he's going to upset the clubhouse that much. We're ecstatic. So no, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Kopech is disruptive. He is someone I might look to get rid of. Although I don't know. It's not that bad. Kevin McCanna has now become a disaster. Dan Harrington's become better. Yeah, Inciarte has not started off this little stretch very well. But hopefully he can bounce back. You know, hoping. It's a very small sample size, so... Oh, I didn't look at the prospects game. I'm trolling. Prospects game. Stars ready for breakout roles. The futures game. Do we have any futures? We have Alex Bonilla. We have... And Corbin Carroll. Alex Bonilla and Corbin Carroll both made the futures game. Did either of them play well? Corbin Carroll. Looking for Carroll. Looking for Carroll. He started. Had 1 at-bat. Did not get a hit. So, and then Bonilla actually got the loss. He gave up 3 earned runs in 0 innings pitched. So he actually pitched very bad. But he's also very young, so... Let's look at the home run challenge, see who's in it. The Derby this year. Gavin Lux, Juan Soto, Sano, Gorman, Bellinger, Judge, Vlad Guerrero, and Olsen. Let's just sim them all. Lux hit 8. Soto hit 9, so Soto advances. Sano with 23. Gorman with 12. Bellinger with 14. Judge with 15. Guerrero with 16. Olsen with 17. Soto with 20. Sano with 18. So Soto beats him after he hit 23 in the first round. Judge 14. Olsen beats him. And then Soto 23. Olsen is Juan Soto. He only hit 10. Yeah, so Juan Soto is your home run derby champ. Good for him. And then All-Star Game is today. Keston Hiura dominates. Good for him. National League wins. Good for us. Let's look at our players. Arenado went 0 for 2 with 1 left on base as our one hitter. Our pitchers, Woodruff actually was the starter for the game. I didn't even realize that. Woodruff was actually the All-Star Game starter, which is awesome. So Woodruff went 1 inning, pitched well, and he was the only one of our pitchers that pitched. So good for Woodruff becoming the All-Star Game starter. That's nice. All right. Yeah, cool. So now we just head back into the season. This is where I would usually start looking at trades, but honestly, I don't even know what we'd look to trade for. Ketel Marte's not even starting in AAA. Holy crap. Well, how the mighty fall. Yeah, I don't really have any money. I have $2 million, which isn't a lot. But I could look to trade Kopech, I guess. Since he's being disruptive. Maybe get another bullpen piece. But I don't really have any starters that can replace him. That's the thing. As for places to upgrade, honestly, there really aren't a lot. At least in my opinion. Everyone's playing, like, relatively well right now. If left field becomes a problem, I just put Dietrich back in, and it's really not that big of a deal. Even Adrianza could probably step in and play left. He's not that good at it, but, you know, he could do it if he needed to. I honestly think we're just going to stay put at the deadline. Because I don't want to upset any sort of team chemistry stuff. I don't know what kind of mojo this game has, so I don't want to upset anything on the game. All right, our first series against Miami at home. Win. Let's sweep him. I'd love to sweep him. Seth Beer gets suspended for brawling with Ryan Braun. Or no, with Joe Ryan. Not Brian Braun. What am I talking about? Joe Ryan. Of course he does. Can we sweep them? Sir Anthony Dominguez is healthy. He was only out for a little while, so he can come straight back. That's actually really good. Means I can send McKenna down. He has to be waived, but I don't really care. And Dominguez is back, which is huge for us because he's a beast. Awesome. Do me a favor, how's Marco Luciano doing? Yeah, how is Luciano doing in this save? He's still in Double A. He has not yet developed. He's still 21, but he has yet to he's yet to make it to the majors. So he did tear up Single A last year, though, and so there is that. He doesn't seem like he's bad though. Is definitely not a bad player. Someone that I wouldn't hate to have. Yeah. I think I wouldn't go solely on like whether or not they're in the majors yet, though. At least in my saves, I found the CPU tends to just take forever to get prospects to the majors in this game. I don't know why, but they just, I mean, nobody ever gets to the majors in this game. So, Kopech walks 4 per 9. That is unbelievable. He's actually getting a little unlucky. He's a 4.84 FIP, so 2.96 FIP for Conine is so beastly. Oh, yeah, you're trading for Varsho? Yeah, go ahead. He turned into a superstar in this save, so yeah. Are we going to sweep the Marlins? They're actually pretty good this year. I'd like to sweep them. We do. Sick. 4-game set against Philly at home. Win. Loss. Can we take 3 of 4? We do take 3 of 4. We are now at 57 and 45. Let's check the standings. Because I'm curious where we're at. We're number 1. We're +3 at the wild card right now. So that's a really good sign. We're 11.5 back of the 69 and 34 Dodgers. But, you know, at least we're kind of in the playoff mix for the first time in a while. At Milwaukee, loss. Win. Reyes is out 2 weeks. I'll be sure to put him on the actual 10-day DL this time. I think that just means I call up Marsh. Unless somebody else has been so dominant in AAA that I can't deny them any longer. No, Marsh is fine. But he's not going to start. Dietrich will start in right. Has Inciarte turned it around at all? Not really. He's better than he was before, but he hasn't completely turned it around. Dietrich will start in right. And then Marsh will play every 5th game. Can Marsh play left as well? Yeah, he can. So I'll just back him up in left as well. Actually, I'd rather have Alec Thomas back up left. I think. Probably. Yeah, that's probably better. Not that Alec Thomas is playing well, but I just trust him a little bit more. All right. Moving into schedule. Can we win this series at Milwaukee? That would be really nice. No, we cannot. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is again. All right. Do we want to make any changes? Josh Green can come down because he just hasn't been great. Who has been good? Frias. This guy Frias has been really good. So let's give him a shot. Screw it. He's tearing up AAA. Let's give him a shot. Can't hurt since Josh Green's not good. As a bullpen guy here. It's funny to see Weaver just become like a full bullpen guy in my save. It's unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. All right, but I don't think I want to make any more changes. Our bats have really cooled off, to be honest. But our pitching is just so fire. We're first in runs against, second in starters ERA, first in FIP, first in pitchers WAR. We have the best staff in baseball right now. So, definitely not complaining about that. If we could get a little bit more offensive production, I think I'd be very happy, but Seth Beer is hitting well, and so is Arenado. Christian Robinson's positive. So is like Carson Kelly and Iglesias. And we're not like a beast of a lineup, but we're good enough, I think. All right, going into August at Atlanta. I don't think I'm going to make any trades. I could look for a bat, but I just don't have any money is the problem. I mean, it doesn't hurt to just peruse the bad teams. Cincinnati. Who do you have? You have Nick Gordon that you'll never trade probably. Not even that he's hitting well. So probably not anybody from Cincy. How about Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh doesn't even have any good players. Detroit is awful. They got Bobby Bradley. Oh no, it's just Bobby Bradley in the. I was like, what? Why did Cleveland trade Bobby Bradley? They have any good players? They have Rowdy Tellis. I wouldn't hate to acquire Tellis, but I would have nowhere to play him. So, also Tellis is playing bad. How about the White Sox? Moncada, 28. I could play him. Probably at second. But he's not a great second baseman. I would be playing him at second. He's on contract for a while. I'll see what I can get and then come back to him. I'll check out Oakland and Houston, and if I don't see anybody else, then I'll go and look at him. But Simeon's an option. He's getting paid $30 million though, so no. Matt Chapman's super cheap, but he only plays third, obviously, and I have Arenado, and It's just not a position of need. Houston. I could. They're not going to trade Alvarez. I'm not going to be able to get Alvarez, at least. Bregman might be gettable, but I don't want to play him at short. I'm looking for a second baseman, really. Second baseman or a corner outfielder. Kyle Tucker's an option. Kyle Tucker's an option. How much would it take for me to get Kyle Tucker? Looks like they value him pretty highly. What if I threw in... Who's currently starting? Where would he play, left or right? He'd probably play... I'd have to throw in Inciarte, I think, to make the money work. Vastly overpaid veterans. Yeah. So Inciarte is actually negative towards the deal, which makes sense. But what if I threw in... where's Dietrich? What if I put Dietrich and... I'd like to keep Harrington. Alex Bonilla. Oh, I just drafted him. They won't even do it for Chase Davis. Okay, yeah, this deal's probably not getting done. What if I just started with Chase Davis? Yeah, I'm probably not getting him then. They're in win now mode, which is so weird to me. So let's go and try and fleece, who was it? It was, Moncada. See if I can put him at second base. Oh, they don't, yeah, I'd need to take money. Or I need to give money. Inciarte is the bad contract. It's why I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a deal here. I just don't have the money for it. That's alright. It is what it is. This is the team going into, hopefully, the playoffs. I mean, we're 58 and 74. If we collapse now, that'd be really bad. But at Atlanta is a loss. Arenado, his overall potential actually went up. Which makes sense. I mean, he's having a killer year, but a lot of his ratings went down, except for his eye. Bobby A went up. Good for him. All right, back to the schedule then. At Atlanta, loss. Let's not get swept. Okay, so it looks like Cincinnati claimed Josh Green. That's fine. You can have him. He's been pretty bad for me. He's been really good in AAA, but he just hasn't been able to convert that to the majors. Let's not get swept. All right, we didn't get swept. Kopech is day-to-day for 6. That's fine. He'll live. At Detroit, this is the makeup game. We won it. That's good. So we did sweep him. Beer's hitting on all cylinders. He looks like he won Player of the Week. Oh, no, he hit for the cycle. Said the first cycle player I got. Seth Beer hit for the cycle. That's fun. Against Detroit, it looks like. Yep. Nice. That's always solid. All right. So now we got a series with San Fran. Loss. Okay, at least we didn't get swept. At home against the Mets. Loss. All right, come on, guys. Alec Thomas is out, or is he day-to-day for 2 weeks? Minimal effect, so. Come on, guys. Let's pick it up. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ! Stop getting hurt, everyone! This is like the 7th day in a row I've had an injury pop up. Christ. I'm just going to bring up Valdez. Because at least he has experience in pitching in the majors. Ugh, come on, guys. Stop losing. Reyes is out. Jesus Christ, I just want to play the game. Come on. Jesus. Thomas could go down or Brandon Marsh could go down. It's going to be Marsh. For Victor Reyes to come back up. Reyes is going to jump back into the starting lineup, I think. He's actually been better than Dietrich. in less games. That works. When do I start replacing Inciarte? I guess he's starting to play well. He's making 10 million, so I'd like him in the lineup. MVP Arenado. No, 100%. Like, this guy is on fuego. And we had the All-Star Game starters, so we might have... I mean, Woodruff is going to be close for Cy Young. He's fallen off a little bit, but Conine might also be close for Cy Young. And then it's not like Gallant's having a bad year himself, so... yeah, I mean... If we were ever going to do something, this is the year, you know? I think. I think. I guess you never really know, but I feel like this would be the year. The Mets, we got swept by the Mets. Never a good sign. At Colorado. Loss. Win. Let's win the series. Okay, we do. At San Diego. 4-game set. 1. Win. Loss. Win. So we split it. At San Francisco, win, loss, win. So we just went on this ridiculous road stretch of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight road games, and we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them against our division opponents. So that's a good sign, I think. At home against Atlanta, loss. Come on. Win. Let's split it. We split it. That's good. At home against the Dodgers. Loss. Win. Bumgarner's healthy, but he was on the 60. Yeah, he's going to at least rehab stints for the entire time. Because I don't really care that he's not up right now. So it's not really bothering me too much. And then can we win the series? No. Damn. At LA for 2 games. Loss. So 2 games swept by the Angels isn't ideal, but it is what it is. At Miami is a win. We got shut out by Tyler Chatwood, of all people. Rosters have expanded, so who do I want to bring up? This is like the first year I don't really have any like young guys that I'm really like, yeah. I guess Blankenhorn can come up as just a pinch hitter. And then I could just bring Bumgarner up as a long reliever. He pitched 4 innings. It'll be fine either way. I just don't have anybody specific that I'm really looking at, you know? And then Blankenhorn can come in and be this guy. He won't start, but he'll be a pinch hit option off the bench. Just be a lefty pinch hit option off the bench. Reyes has actually turned out to be pretty good this year. All right, at Miami. It's a 4-game set. We won game 1. Hello? Lost game 2, but Victor Diaz retired. I don't care. Won game 3. Can we 3-4 him? No, we split it. But that's okay. They're decent. So, at the Mets, they swept us last time at home. Loss. Oh, come on, guys. We need to take at least one of these, please. Win. Okay, we split it, so that's not terrible. Frias is healthy. He was really bad when he pitched, but he only pitched an inning and a half, so... he can probably come up for Blankenhorn, because I don't really care that much. I'd rather have the pitching depth. All right, and then schedule. So we split it with the Mets in New York. We're at home against the Twins. It's a loss, win. Let's win the series. Not win the series. We are now dangerously close. We're actually literally tied for a playoff spot. Guys, we've been 4 of 6. We're actually blowing this. Versus Pittsburgh. Win. Win. Can we sweep them? Oh, God, we would need that. Oh, my God, we could really use that. Please sweep them. We swept them. Okay, that's really good. Who are the other teams that are kind of in it? Washington. So it's Washington and the Mets. Fuck, it's the Mets. We can't beat the Mets. But Washington's really the one. Do we have a series against them? We don't. We just have to hope that they lose. All right, at home against Colorado. Must-win series. Everything at this point is must-win. Win. Loss. Come on. Win. Okay, we won the series at LA for only 2 games at least. So that's okay. Loss. Can we take 1? It would be massive if we could take 1, but we can't. It is what it is. I didn't really expect to be able to. At Pittsburgh. All right. Here we go. Here we go. This is huge. We're in the thick of it now. At Pittsburgh. Win. Okay, Will Weaver will leave Diamondbacks. He doesn't want to be there anymore. He's asked to be traded. Yeah, everybody on my team is asked to be traded, I guess. Robinson got selected as NL Player of the Week, so he's heating up. He's going to have 4 WAR this year. He's turning into a beast. Let's just make sure my team chemistry isn't terrible. No, we're ecstatic. Excellent. All right. Even with everything that's going on, we're ecstatic. Okay. All right. Win. Please. Loss. All right. Please win. Okay, we did win. So we won that series. Rodriguez got hurt. Dang, that sucks. He's a pretty big... He's not a massive bullpen piece, but he's a really solid reliever for us. I think I'll just bring a Blankenhorn here. And just have him play sometimes. Just have him play if absolutely necessary. Just as another pinch hit option off the bench. Oh, it's getting stressful, boys. We are half a game up on Washington. Are you kidding me? The magic number's 7. We're 82 and 74. This is unbelievably close. Holy crap. This is so unbelievably close. All right. We have a series against LA and then San Diego. I can't believe we're ending off against them. All right. Come on, guys. We got this. We got this, right? Loss. That's scary. Anytime I see that loss icon, it's scary. Win. Okay, can we win the series? Let's go, boys! Let's go! Oh, that's so big. Whew, okay. Okay, that puts us a whole game up on New York. New York fell out. Washington surging. And New York fell out of the playoffs. San Diego is eliminated, but they're good. And we have to play them for the last 3 games. Holy shit, I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. All right, I'm just saying on the screen. All right, versus San Diego, Paddock. Okay, who's pitching for us? It's Gallen, Woodruff, Conine. Okay, this is as good as we could have possibly wanted it. If we win these 2 games, then I'll go to Dupont, or I'll go to Kopech, and I'll have Conine pitch game 1 of the I'll have Conine pitch the wild card. Actually, I'd rather... Who do I want pitching the wild card if I get in? I have to start thinking about that. Do I want it to be Conine? Do I want it to be Woodruff? Or do I want it to be Gallen? It's going to be Conine, so this is how I want it to go. Gallen and then Woodruff and then Kopech if it has to be. Or Conine if it's close. I'm making, if it's who gets into the playoffs, I'm pitching Conine. But okay, game 1. San Diego is a loss. No! Game 2. Wait, how many games are we playing? Is it 1 or 2? It's 3 games. It's 3 games. Game 2. We lost! We lost them both! No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? It has to be Conine. Are you kidding me? We're playing our stars, right? I need to play our best possible lineup. Which is, it's against righties. No, Seth Beer is in the game. It's against... No, we're a righty. He's a lefty. Okay, Rojas at second. Let's look at the stats. Show stats. We need the best possible lineup in. Dietrich is in left. Is that better than Inciarte? Oh my god, I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. I don't even know if it matters. If the Mets win, it doesn't matter. We go to a tiebreaker if they lose. But if they win, it doesn't matter. Rojas is -3 WAR. Adrian's is playing. Inciarte or Dietrich, chat. Do I play Inciarte or Dietrich? I'm leaving it up to you. Inciarte or Dietrich? Alright, Dietrich it is. Alright. Start game. Oh, I haven't played a game yet in this one, so I haven't turned the sound options down. Game options. Where's the sound here? Game sound is disabled. Just because that's so loud. I'm not going to play the game because I told myself I'd only do that for playoffs. But I had to set the lineup, right? Come on. It's a must win. And even if we win, we might not get in. Alright, here it is, boys. We won. New York has to lose. Scores. New York has to lose. The Mets. They crushed him. They won. No! We didn't do it! Fuck! Oh my god. F in the chat, boys. Fuck me. If we got even a single game unlucky for our Pythag. Oh, and we were +1. We were supposed to be 84 wins and we won 85. Fuck! With this pitching staff, how did we not make playoffs? Ugh. Fuck the Padres. Everybody type in chat, fuck the Padres. That's what I need to hear right now. Oh, that's frustrating. They really are the villains of this series. That sucks. Damn, I thought we had such a good year, too. Oh well. Hell of a year for our boys. We have all of them under contract next year, too. I think. Who's a free agent? How much money do we have? We have $4 million to sign him. Taylor Rogers and Liam Hendricks. Those are the ones we really want to bring back. If we can only bring back one, who do we bring back? Rogers had a 4.19 ERA. He actually ended the season very cold. Hendricks was really good. Yeah, the Padres are definitely the villains of this game for me. Dang! Rojas went cold, like the choker that he is. Christian Robinson had an excellent year. Well, at least he's developing into that superstar that we were kind of hoping. He's 22 and he had 4 WAR this year, so. And then Arenado had a complete bounce back year. Carson Kelly dropped off immensely from last year. I mean, he still was a positive player, but he just wasn't nearly as good. Ugh. I'm out of breath, guys. Everyone's still under contract. We can literally just run it back for next year. Other than Iglesias. Oh no, I signed him for 2 years. He has a team option. I might not even pick it up. He just hit so poorly. He's just really cheap. Yeah, and Rojas kind of shit the bed. We need a second baseman. That's what we're missing. Like a really good hitting second baseman, maybe. Adrianza had a good year as our backup. He honestly should have been starting towards the end of that season. That was my fault. All right, well, no playoffs for us. It doesn't give us that we're out of the playoffs yet. There's not another game, is there? I don't think there is. No. Taber's healthy. Whatever. Active roster's full. Okay, bye. Has to be on the 40. Yeah, that's fine. We came up one game short of the playoffs, boys. We did win 85 games, though, which is the best record that we've had so far. And in this division, that's tough, man. I guarantee you we make playoffs if we're in the Central. I think we're a 90-win team in the Central. Rats. Oh, well. Fuck. One game out. Fuck the Padres. This team here is the worst. Oh, well. All right, let's move on. Playoff time. Like I said, usually I stop after 1 year after the playoffs, but I think I'm going to go longer today. Because I really, really want to... You know, I'm in that out of the park mood, I think. So let's sim to playoffs beginning. Conine led the league in wins. That's solid. He had 19 wins. He went 19-8 with a 2.93. What a year for Conine. Holy crap. Good for him. I'm really glad he developed. I hope the Mets get knocked out in round 1. The Mets and that. I hope the Nationals just demolish him. Like, I hope it's not close. I should probably check who else made the playoffs. So the Yankees actually finally made the playoffs. They still only won 88 games. Wow. I mean, they're just disappointing. That's the only word you can use at this point to describe them, is disappointing. I should watch Raising Arizona for inspiration. What's Raising? Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Yeah, it'll inspire me, you know? Yeah. I haven't watched... I don't watch a ton of, like, old Nicolas Cage movies, but, like... I don't know. Can I sign Nicolas... Is Nicolas Cage in this game? Nicolas Cage. Can I sign Nicolas Cage? Guys, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry, but I can't. He's not in the game. I don't know what to tell you, but I can't sign Nicolas Cage. So unfortunate. So unfortunate indeed. All right, standings though. Red Sox won the East with 92. 91 wins for the Blue Jays and 88 for the Yankees. I thought my division was tough. Oh, is it spelled? Is there no H in Nicolas Cage? My bad. You fucking you got my hopes up and then it was dashed. Minnesota with 90 wins and then the Angels with 90 wins to make the playoffs. And the National League, the Braves with 102. And the Nationals and Mets are the wild cards with 87 and 86 wins respectively. 86 wins for the Cubs. And then 104 wins for the Dodgers. All right. I just want the Mets to lose. That's all I want. Yes. Die, Mets. Good. All right, so the Yankees take out the Blue Jays and the Nats take out the Mets. Going into... Oh, personal message. Everson Pereira's recovering well. We'll be better when he comes back, too, because he started the season pretty well. Hopefully he can maintain that. Having him on the bench instead of someone like Alec Thomas, I think would be a huge benefit for our team. All right, so now we have the Angels and the Yankees, the Twins and the Red Sox. So it's not the Twins and the Yankees. The Twins have a chance, boys. Dodgers and Nationals and Cubs and Braves. Jesus Christ, so many updates. I don't care that he's recovering well. Any sweeps? No sweeps. Although every game, or every series except for one, ended in 4. There we go. Rodriguez is healthy. I have to send somebody down because playoffs aren't over, and he got healthy before they were over. Like an idiot. Looks like it's going to be Frias, because I know he has options. Twins for champs, absolutely. So the Yankees and the Twins, poor Twins, they have to play the Yankees in the ALCS. And then the Nationals and the Braves are your LCS here. Everson Pereira is healthy. He has an option. He can just go down. He has to be on the 40. I'm going to send him down. Oh, is the 40 full? It is. Who's getting popped off? Ketel Marte. Someone take him. Lol. So he's getting put on the 40. And he's getting sent down to AAA. Just because I know I won't use his options nearly as much as I will like someone like Alec Thomas. All right, Yankees, Twins, Nationals, Braves. Yankees with the early lead. Oh my God, the Twins. The poor Twins. They had to go up against their nemesis. The Yankees are in the World Series. And they will be facing... Jesus Christ. I don't care. I hate that. That is by far the worst part of this game. Is like the updates over and over and over and over and over again. You're just like, stop. I just want to play the game. Game 7, though, goes to the Braves. So your World Series are the Yankees and the Braves. Who you guys got? You got the 102-win Braves and then 88-win Yankees. Last time the Yankees won the World Series in this, they had 88 wins. So Game 1's Garrett Cole and Touki Toussaint. Who you guys got in the chat? I have a feeling we're going to see some Braves love here. Yep, there's the Braves love I was expecting. All right. Game 1 in Atlanta goes to New York. Game 2 in Atlanta goes to Atlanta. So 1-1 going back to New York. I like Touki as well. Obviously, I wish we didn't trade him. But, you know, it was all part of the bigger deal. Game 3 in New York, Atlanta. Game 4 in New York, New York. Game 5 in New York, Atlanta. Atlanta's up 3-2, going back to Atlanta. They can seal it in their home stadium here in Game 6. And they do. The Atlanta Braves are your 2023 World Series champions. Your World Series MVP is Freddie Freeman. Congratulations, Braves fans. Your team has won the 2023 World Series over the Yankees in 6 at home. So that's pretty nice. Good for them. All right, well, let's continue onwards, shall we? It's taking forever, but that's all right. All right, season's over. 624. Should have been in the playoffs, but it is what it is. Votto retired. That's a little sad. Blankenhorn won the AAA MVP. So that's really good for him. What a beast. He's the AAA MVP. Inciarte has an option here for $10 million. That is absolutely not a chance getting picked up. Void that. Iglesias. This is where it gets interesting. I know, Votto retired. He is a little older. He is older in this game, though. He just retired. He retired at 40. So he played until he was 39. You know? Can't complain. He had an awful season. It was time. It was time. He'll be a Hall of Famer by the metrics, at least. For sure. Yeah, I love Votto. I absolutely love Joey Votto. Yeah, Iglesias. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Oh, Votto's in in real life, he'll definitely be a Hall of Famer. I just don't know if the game's gonna like him nearly as much. Yeah. The game has a really weird metric system for how they choose who the Hall of Famers are. I think I'm going to pick up Iglesias even though he didn't hit well because it's only 2.5 and he's going to have trade value if I can find someone better, so I think it's fine. Definitely not picking up Ketel Marte, who ended the season in Jacksonville. Jesus. He ended the season in Double-A. Oh, how the mighty fall. Yeah, okay, so Jeff Bain and Matt Mercer retire. I'm just looking for players that matter. Nah, just a bunch of minor leaguers. Jake Ducart. I feel like he was good at some point. I think I drafted him. Yeah, I drafted him. He was in my first draft that I did. Yes. No, they love single team players in the real life voters do, at least. Just a lot of young players retiring because they don't have the talent. I got my contract extended for 3 years and $1 million per. Top 100 prospects list. I never really checked to see if there was anybody outside of Christian Robinson on it. He was 8. Corbin Carroll was 96, so he's kind of fallen a little bit. Bonilla's 39, and Tabor is 73. None of them really feel like they're close to the majors, though. I mean, Corbin Carroll will be. He won't make it. He'll probably make it next year. All right, as for guys I want to bring back, here's where it gets interesting. Obviously, Conine's coming back at 6.3. That's a no-brainer. He wants a long-term deal, but I don't think I'm gonna give it to him yet because I want multiple years of success. Someone like Zach Gallen, I'd be willing to give a multiple-year deal to. Love single team. Yeah, I already read that. Sorry, guys. I can extend Duplantier for $950. That's super cheap for back end of the rotation guy. Zach Gallen wants $13 million. I mean, I don't blame him. He's been consistently great. He's gonna get it. Kopech for $5. I don't think I want. I'm gonna shop him because I think I can do better. I think I can do better. I don't want to let him go for free, obviously, because he's still under arbitration. So he still has value, but... Wow, we're getting a lot of offers for him. Okay, some good ones, too. And all of them are cheaper. I'm just looking for anybody who stands out. Anthony Rendon stands out, but he's on a bajillion dollars, and he's really fallen off. Garrett Cole. Willie Castro's an interesting one. I was saying I needed to upgrade at second base. So that's interesting. Willie Calhoun. Oakland really wants him. Real Muto, but just contracts. Benintendi, lol. Josh Bell. He's a righty, right? Or is he a lefty? He's a switch hitter. Rasmussen. Let's check. He is on the Yankees now, and he is really good. He actually turned out really well. At least as a reliever. Really good stuff. And 3 really good pitches. 2 elite pitches and 1 really good one. He's injured in this game, but his numbers haven't been great, but his ratings are. So Oakland is definitely who I'm looking to trade with because they seem very interested. And Willie Castro is probably the best thing I've seen. I mean, Garrett Cole is so unbelievable that it's getting offered to me. You know? He just led the American League in WAR. I don't think I can go and grab Garrett Cole, though, you know? Like, I just don't think that's... I don't think I can go and do that. He hasn't lived up to the contract, really. So I think I'm going to start with Castro and see what else I can pluck from him. Yeah, I'll play around with it. Why not? Just to see it. See how much I can get them to eat. Honestly, I'll do it if they eat his money. If I wanted them to take like 40, like 14 million a year of it, I would just have to give up like, I don't know, Harrington? Like a pretty decent reliever. And that's for them to take 14 of him per year. It's still too long. Like, the problem is, unless they're eating like 90% of the contract, it's too long and it's too much. You know? Like, it's a terrible contract to eat. That's why they're trading it, because it's a bad contract. Ugh. I'm just looking here. Sorry about that. They have a lot of bad contracts. And they also have Lucas Giolito, which I hate. Well, and they signed Mookie Betts, which isn't, I mean, it's not a terrible contract, but it's not, I mean, it's not going to look good in 5 years. I just don't think this is remotely worth it. I think Willie Castro is like someone I'm definitely interested in. Even someone like Willie Calhoun I'd be interested in. Although he just hasn't played that well in the save. I'm looking to upgrade in left field as well. So Laureano I don't think can play left. No, but he's a great defensive right fielder. No, it's a good deal. It just won't look as good in 5 years, I don't think. Because people do not last in this game. Long contracts in this game are just always troll. There is no good long contract in this game because anytime someone hits like 36 in this game, they just start to suck. Should I go after Calhoun? It gives us a bat. A decently good bat at that. But that's without knowing what the free agent market's going to look like. Because I need a left fielder, but I need a left fielder and a second baseman. Those are the two positions that I really need. Doesn't look like there's either available. Luke Weaver is this high? What? Must be a weak year. Moustakas I could grab. But I don't know. I don't love Moustakas to play second base. Javi Baez, is he just falling off? No, he's still pretty good. He's coming off a couple bad years, though. And he's selfish. Hey, good luck, man. If you can get him, that'd be great. I don't think I'd hate to acquire both. Oh, I can get them both for Kopech. Can I get him to eat some of Calhoun's deal? How much can I get them to eat? Holy crap. What is this? Wait, is he a free agent? After this year? No, he's arbitration eligible. I have a question on how that works. When you get retained money, is that for every year of arbitration, or is it only for the current year of arbitration? Does anyone know? Like, because this deal is great if it means they'll pay for 100% of him next year. I'm trying Cahill and Slater for him and a prospect. Good luck, man. Hope you can get it. I mean, I can just get them for free, essentially. But I don't know if this counts. Like, I'm going to Google it. It's probably on Google somewhere. I can't see. Does it say anything about arbitration in the manual here? Hello? Okay, guess I can't control F on this page for some reason. Okay, so if January 1st you trade a player with 2 years left on his contract with a salary of $10 million per year with a team option after the first year and a $1 million buyout and you retain 25%, then you will have 2.5 applied to your finances for that year and the other team will now evaluate the option. If they execute the option, they will have to pay the full $10 million the following season. So I assume that would also mean I'm just paying fully for these guys. I think because every new arbitration year is a new contract, and new contracts reset the value. I'm still getting 2 decently good players on arbitration. It's just, are these 2 going to be better than anything I could find on the free agent market? Because if I trade for him, then that means that I won't have the money to really go out and get a ton of really... Actually, I will still have the money to go out and get like a top tier free agent, but... You know, would it be worth it when I can just grab Starlin Castro for free, essentially, to go and play second base? Castro's way younger, obviously. Just coming off a 3-WAR season. He's good defensively. I don't hate this deal. And I might as well do the 100 just in case. Let's do it. All right, so I got Calhoun, and I shipped Kopech to Oakland for Calhoun and Willie Castro. Both of whom I think can contribute right now. So Calhoun hasn't been great over the past couple days, or past couple years, but... You know, I'm not too afraid to turn it around. He's a left-handed hitter, so I could try to get a platoon bat for him in free agency. Going Lopez can get waived. Let's get Willie on the 40. So we'd be looking at this. We kept Adrianza as well, which is really good. Rojas can just become more of like a utility guy for us. Calhoun can start in left over Inciarte, who's just not coming back. Wait, no, I didn't keep. What's his name? Adrianza. Do I want to? He had a good year. How much is he asking for? 1.3. That is so easy to do. I'll give you a 2-year with the team option. For $1 million. I love how cheap you can get these guys. Austin Barnes was good, but he hates being here. Because he doesn't like being a backup. He's a great backup for us, though. Doesn't want to come back. What a shocker. Dietrich. How much does he want? He's not interested in coming back either. That's fine. I really wasn't interested in bringing him back, but... Flores had a meh year. I can look for a better platoon bat than Flores, I think. Hendricks I would like back. Not at that price, though. Inciarte I would definitely not like back. Although he's unbelievably cheap now. He's still a good defensive outfielder. $3 million's not that bad. I'll let him test the market first, though. Richard Rodriguez, I'll probably let go. And then Taylor Rogers, I definitely want back. Because he was really good. And Luke Weaver, I'll let go, I think. He's just kind of a meh player that I think I can get better versions of. Remember, this is the last year, so... Inciarte's a scrub. I don't know if I call him a scrub. He plays defense at least. Ketel Marte's gone. Good. Good riddance. Alright. And, oh, I didn't keep everybody else. I haven't done everybody else yet. So, Valdez for 1.1 is fine. It's still really cheap. Even though he wasn't... Oops. Is my control key not working? Hello? I feel like my control key is just not working today. There we go. Even though Valdez wasn't, like, great this past year, I still think he's worth that 1.1. Woodruff's last year of arbitration as well, at 11 million. No point in signing Newell long-term, because it's my last year here. Sir Anthony Dominguez is staying. Carson Kelly is staying, obviously, for 12 million. It's last year of arbitration as well, I believe. Willie Castro for 3 million is a... Oh, Seth Beer for 3 million. That's still a really good deal. Willie Castro for 7 is a little high. Holy shit. But I did just trade for him, so it is what it is. Sticking around. 950 for Rojas. Again, he's super cheap. No point in not keeping him. And he's been a good contributor over the past couple of years. Calhoun for 7.5, I'm going to keep, but I might trade him. I don't know yet. He doesn't want to discuss, even though he just came over. 950 for Reyes is definitely a good deal as well for how good he is defensively. He's a good fourth outfielder, actually, to have. So, in a perfect world, what are we looking at for our lineup for next year? Starting with pitching. Do I feel comfortable with where we're at pitching-wise? We have starting pitcher 1 is good. So Conine, Woodruff, and Gallen are great. And then Duplantier is fine as a back end of the rotation kind of guy. And I still have Bumgarner, but I could use, and then Valdez as well, but I wouldn't hate to have another starter if possible. For relievers, we've got Bradley, Dominguez, Rogers, Harrington as our stoppers. So we'll need a couple of just other guys. Just maybe like 2 middle relief guys. Because I don't think we have that right now in our system. As for bats, we have Kelly, who I'm fine as a starter with a defensive backup. Beer and a righty is fine by me. I see Willie Castro as a good starter, so that's fine. I see Nolan Arenado, obviously, as a good starter, and I re-signed Iglesias. Who I'm fine with at shortstop. Calhoun is currently my starting left fielder, but if I can find someone better, I would jump on it. Robinson, obviously, is starting in center. And then starting in right field is right now it's going to be Reyes, but I'd like to upgrade in right field as well. So right field, potentially left field, and then a righty and a defensive catcher. Okay, all of these things are doable for us, I think. So let's go to news. Start going to the award announcements. Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted to go to. Snap. Well, we got them all re-signed. And I meant to put Gold Glove and not MVP, but we got them all re-signed, so that's good. And we got Adrianza back, so that's solid. Gold Gloves were announced today. Yohan Lopez can just go back down to wherever he came from. All right, Gold Gloves. Who are they? I guarantee you Arenado is one of them. All right. NL Golden Gloves are Toussaint, Andy Rodriguez, Eric Hosmer, Luis Guillorme, Nolan Arenado, Freddie Galvis, Monty Harrison, Christian Pache, and Manuel Margot in St. Louis. So yeah, Arenado with like his 50th straight Gold Glove award. It's his 11th total. What a beast. American League Gold Glovers are AJ Puck, Yasmani Grandal, Matt Olson, Kavan Biggio, Matt Chapman, Anderson Simmons, Jake Fraley, Byron Buxton, and Mookie Betts. Relievers of the year. We got it. Heck yeah. So that's really cool. AL reliever of the year goes to Tanner Houck of the Boston Red Sox now. Interesting that he's over there. Oh, no, he's in there in real life. I don't know why I think I played too much of the game last year. Yeah, Puck's cool. He's a meh pitcher, but he's a really good fielder. So actually, it looks like he's turned out pretty well in this save. So he's a really good defensive pitcher. And actually, holy shit, like his ratings turned out really well. He has no control. Walks 4 people per 9, but you know, is what it is. But Tanner Houck wins it in the American League. These are your reserves. And then our boy, Sir Anthony Dominguez, wins it in the National League. Liam Hendricks actually got 2nd, and Archie Bradley got 3rd. So that's pretty strong. Hendricks is not coming back, unfortunately. I'd love to bring him back, but I'm not able to. Dominguez with 2.5 WAR is pretty strong. That's really cool. It's cool to have a reliever of the year win. Silver Sluggers, Nolan Arenado got it, I see. But in the American League, it's Wilson Contreras, Matt Olson, Jeter Downs, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Gleyber Torres, Kyle Tucker, Joe Adell, Alex Verdugo, and Aaron Judge. And then in the National League, it's Dustin May, Dalton Varsho, again for the 3rd straight year. Pete Alonso, Gavin Lux, Nolan Arenado, Corey Seager, Juan Soto, Victor Robles, and Cody Bellinger. So Arenado picking up a Gold Glove and a Silver Slugger is pretty cool. Hell yeah, good for you, man. Wait, no, that's not your DeGrom save. But that's cool. It's cool to see a perfect game. I don't see him very often in mine. And then Rookie of the Year. I don't think we had any good rookies. Oh, yeah, we did. And he didn't win. God damn it. Rookie of the Year in the American League is Jelfry Marte in Tampa. He was like the top prospect forever. He's only 22 years old. Oh my god, what a monster this guy is. Holy shit. And then Carlos Cortez wins in the National League, not Christian Robinson. He had a good year. I can't complain. He had a good year. I thought Robinson was... I thought he should have at least been a little bit more of the first place votes. But it is what it is. I'm still excited to see Robinson develop, hopefully. Manager of the Year in the American League goes to Toronto's Austin Core, Scott Austin. 2nd year as manager, that's cool. And then in the National League, it is Atlanta's Carl Gadd in his 3rd year as Atlanta manager. He was actually Milwaukee's manager in 2021, and he is now, he's been Atlanta's manager for the past 2 years, so. Interesting. Dodgers are behind the Padres by 10 through at the end of June. Holy crap. That's such a weird save that you're in, man. The Giants are good and the Dodgers are bad. AL Cy Young goes to Blake Snell. I think that's the 2nd time he's won it in this save. So it would be a 3rd Cy Young, yeah. I thought he won it in 2019, won in 2018. But, yeah, 3rd Cy Young for Blake Snell. And then in the National League, it goes to Mike Soroka, with Brett Conine getting 10 first-place votes, but not enough. Woodruff getting 34, and Zach Gallen getting 19 points as well. Oh, you're not good anymore? Oh, rest in peace. Yeah, that's fair. No, it was probably the right call. You know, just, get as much in return as you can from them. Conine almost won Cy Young. That would have been cool. MVP goes to Vlad Guerrero in the American League. I believe that's his 2nd in a row. Yeah, no, not 2nd in a row, but 2nd of the save. And then in the National League, it goes to Cody Bellinger, that's his 5th, I believe. 4th, sorry, 2019, 21, 22, and 23. Again, he's the best player I've ever seen in this game. He hit 343 with 54 homers this year. I mean, can we just take a minute? He's getting paid $17 million this year. Varsho's a beast, I'm telling you. Varsho can hit. Not like Cody Bellinger, who hasn't had a below 10 WAR season in 4 years. But What does it take, boys? I might do... What? Game. Game. Is this game trolling? I mean, I get it, but also, like... This is the best player I've ever seen. I could get him maybe for something else. No, that trade would never, ever happen. If I gave them Christian Robinson, they'll give me the best player I've ever seen. We would have already won the title if I would have gotten him. If I could have gotten him a couple years ago. I'm not doing it. It's just not... It's so unrealistic that I can't. I could never, ever, ever, ever convince myself that they would trade Cody Bellinger for anything. So they're not going to. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I refuse to do that trade purely out of my heart. Because I cannot believe that they would even consider doing that deal. It's so unbelievably unrealistic that I refuse to look at it. They're your rewards. All right, moving on to salary arbitration hearings. Ozuna injured in charity softball game. Rest in peace, Marcel. Excellent. So, ARB hearings are today. I'm going to clear all this so it's easier to see. Calhoun, favored in team. Good. Oh. Sorry. I had to sneeze again there really quick. Hope that's not unbelievably loud in the mic. I'm turning away, so. Why is Luke Weaver one of the top free agents available? He's just an average reliever. Like, I wouldn't invest in him. Never really pitched that well. Devers is a free agent. That's massive. I can't afford him, but it's funny that he is one. I have $22 million to spend. I could get Jose Ramirez. Too bad he can't play second in this game. I could probably teach him to play second in spring, though. That's an option. It's something on the table. I could get Baez, too, who I know can play second. But he's just selfish and he's played bad, so... You know. Not quite as interested. I need corner outfield help. That's where I really need the help. I wish there was, like, a beast free agent that could play corner outfield. But there isn't. You have, like, Max Muncy, but, like... I don't know. I'd totally go in on, like, on Jose Ramirez. Just offer him all my cap space. In a different save, I probably would do that. But ideally, right now, I'd get a righty first baseman. I have enough money to get quite a bit of stuff, and I have quite a bit of needs. So, a righty first baseman. Where's bats? There it is. Why is Miguel Sano so much money? Because he's coming off a decent season. Which one of these guys that's worth $1 million is coming off of the best season? 0.8 WAR. I'm mostly looking at batting though. 115 isn't terrible. Ty France didn't play in the majors. Flores came off of us. Kevin Cron actually played really well last year. I could re-sign him. Lol. Garrett Cooper. Not too bad. Hanser Alberto. Fuck it, I'm going to re-sign Kevin Cron. Bring it full circle, you know? Oh, he doesn't want a long-term deal. That's fine then. Betting on yourself, I see. I can respect that. But let's bring you back. What else did we need? I wanted a potentially right-handed left fielder as well. Andahar can play left? Not really. Well, I could teach him to play left. I could teach him to play left. It's an option. It'd be all my money, though, so no. It's not really an option. Can I check? I want to get my customized view out here. Let's just get War in here. Let's get War and OPS Plus. That's what I'm really interested in. OPS Plus and War. Really, the only positive hitter here was Garrett Cooper. He's barely good at left field. I need someone who can at least kind of play left. Please. It's at least like a 45. Okay, so nobody here who actually hit well last season. I can bring AJ Pollock back for no money. I actually really like that idea. He's got good batting ratings. He's coming off of not a great season that he barely played in. He is fragile. Yeah, Cody Bellinger can play left. Yes. But then I'll need a center fielder at that point. It's just so unrealistic. I can't convince myself to do that deal just because it's so unrealistic, you know? Like, it's like frustratingly unrealistic. Barreto's not terrible. Margot is a Gold Glover in right. Two-time Gold Glover in right. I don't hate the idea of signing Manuel Margot as my starting right fielder. Just to be a beast defensively. I was looking for a little more offense, but yeah, he can't really hit at all, but I already have Victor Reyes. It's really not worth Margot, is it? It might be just for how good defensively he is. But I was looking for someone who could hit. But unfortunately, that is none of these people. Phil Irvin? How is Irvin? Meh. He didn't play last year, so I assume not very good. He wasn't even on a roster last year, it seems. I can grab this guy. He wants a minor league contract, and my scouts love him. I wanted a platoon partner for Calhoun. I guess Calhoun could be the aggressive one, and I could sign Margot to be more of the passive one. Or I could just have Margot platoon with Reyes in right field. Or Margot could just be my full-time right fielder. I don't hate that idea. I've talked myself into wanting Manuel Margot. But no one here can hit. That's the problem. Tommy Pham is probably the best batter, and he's 30. And he did not bat the year before. Do I even need a platoon? If these are my options, is it really that big of a deal if I don't platoon Calhoun? Kind of, but not really. Here, how about this? I don't know why I'm not doing this. Bats is not left. That way we can also have switch hitters in here. Well, that did not open it up at all. They gave me Tommy Edman, who I don't care about. Greinke tossed a perfect game. Jesus. So you have 2 perfect games in 1 year in your save? That's unbelievable. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just going to say no to anyone. Why did he only play 1 game last year? Why did Hunter Renfroe only play 1 game last year? He could be okay. Did I sign Pollock? Did I offer him a contract? I don't remember. If not, I'll offer him a contract. I'll have Pollock be my platoon guy. For $1 million, if he'll take it. He will. And if he gets hurt, I don't care. He's the only one, though, that I trust as a batter out of any of those players. So. How about... What else did I need? I needed a starting right fielder, but I just signed Margot. And so that's not that bad. I also grabbed Jesse Winker, though. Another lefty. Nah, he's not worth the money. I think I just go all in on a starter. With $19 million. Matt Barnes is a starter? What? No, he's not. Screw you, game. Yeah, no, I like Gausman. I actually think extending Gausman isn't the worst thing you can do in that game. I could sign Kyle Hendricks. He's coming off of kind of a poor season. I could sign Jacob deGrom, who actually pitched super well last year. His ratings just suck now. And he's fragile. Really? Interesting. Yeah, I think Gausman's definitely worth at least considering to extend. I think one more... If I could get Flaherty, I would, but it's just not realistic. Like, I don't have the money. Hendricks or deGrom? ERA plus... WAR. Where's WAR? WAR never changes. deGrom's at least coming off of a good season. But he's fragile. And he's way older. Lamet is also coming off of a good season. And he only wants slightly more. He's much younger. He's coming off of a much better season. In Minnesota. Kenta Maeda, no thanks. Porcello, Quintana. Ross Stripling. I get worried about these guys. That's so good. That's so good for you, Cubed. If you could pull that off, that's really strong. I could always just sign Herman Marquez. He's only 28. He's coming off of a not great season. But he did play in Colorado, so... He's a fan favorite. I like his ratings. 2-time Silver Slugger. I think Hendricks is going downhill. I think, all right, chat. I need your help. I need your help here. So I'm just trying to decide between Jacob deGrom, who's coming off of a very good season. It only shows 2.3, but the other screen showed 4.5. And I'm not really sure why. For his WAR. Oh, it shows 2.3. Dinelson Lamet is coming off the 4.5. I'm deciding between probably Lamet, Marquez, and Stripling as another starter. I really don't care about owner goals. I just want to win. I don't remember where you check those. I think they're in here. Improve team stats for home runs. Improve my draft record. And then reach the playoffs. But yeah, none of those really affect any pitchers I would sign. It's really probably either Lamet or Marquez. Lamet's coming off of a much better season, but he's double the price. But Marquez is 3 years younger, and he's coming off of a kind of not great season, but obviously he's 28, and he pitched in Colorado. I like Lamet, though. Won a title in 2022 with San Diego. I think I'm going to go with Lamet. Although I like Marquez more as like an actual player. Now, I could just forget all that and sign a beast reliever. Like sign Edwin Diaz for the same money. And then just get like a lower tier starter for the back end of the bullpen instead. Or the back end of the rotation. Like maybe go and grab like a, I don't know, like a Marcus Stroman. Is he going to be healthy? He'll be healthy for spring. Yeah. Marquez, I think if I'm going to go with one of these guys. But I think Stroman is also interesting. Because I don't need an ace. I have 3 really good pitchers. But I could use like a bullpen ace. Like a Josh Hader. Like I could go and sign Josh Hader. Or I could just sign Jose Alvarado for $4 million and he's almost as good. So if I do the math, 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 plus 4 is 11. That leaves me 8. So I could go grab Nakamura as well. This guy's been pitching not really well for Seattle. Never mind. Fip hates him. Gosman for 121 over 6. Nice job. Hope he can be on that title team of yours. I don't hate this idea. Weaver wants $19 million, by the way. Can we just talk about that? Luke Weaver wants $19 million. I could also sign Matt Barnes, but he's significantly more expensive than everyone else. So I could get Hader, Alvarado. I could get Hader, Alvarado, and Marquez probably if I ship off some pieces. Weaver's a scrub in my game. I don't know why he wants 19. I'm $2 million off from getting Hader, Alvarado, and Marquez. Along with everyone else. So is there anywhere I can cut $2 million? Not really. I mean, Bumgarner, if anyone will take him, but why would they? Okay, how much is he getting paid this year? I just need to scrub off 2. He's only getting paid 14, so yeah, no. Billy Hamilton just hit for the cycle with the only home run of the year. That's incredible. I love that, actually. I might just skip over Alvarado then. Or I could get a worse starting pitcher and get Alvarado and Hader. Or I could get Alvarado, Nakamura. That might be the greatest achievement of all time. Actually, if we're being honest. If I have a chance to get Hader or Alvarado, which one would I mean, Hader's better, but it allows me less flexibility, and Alvarado's super cheap. I think I grab Hader. I don't think I'm in this position often. Let's give him 3 years with a team option on the end. All right. Okay, 3 years, 28 for Hader. Oh, you went Alvarado? Oops. I just don't think I can pass up Hader, you know? If he's there. Because I think Alvarado's maybe a little bit more consistent, but Hader's like more of an aggressive piece. And I don't think I'm going to have a ton of opportunities to get a player like him. And now I just need a 5th starter for 11, which I can go and grab Marquez for 7.5. Or I can go and grab, like, Marcus Stroman for 1.5 and go and get... Yeah, this is my final year. Because I could go and grab Marquez for 7.5, or I can go grab Marcus Stroman for 1.5 for, like, practically nothing, and then also get Alvarado. That would be the thought process. Is do I skimp out and go get like Stroman as a pitcher and get another stud reliever and just have the best bullpen in baseball? Or do I get a better starter? Do I get a better starter and then go from there? Maybe get a less good reliever. Because Marquez is better than Stroman. Not by a lot, though. Yeah, I'm just going to do this and hope he bounces back. Because I still have other pieces that can start on my team. I've got my top prospect in AAA. So I can get Stroman for $1 million. No, I can't. I can get it for $1.25, though. And then I can go grab Alvarado as well. For essentially nothing. Bump that down to 3 years as a team option. Set this to $4 million. And I still have $6 million to spend on a catcher like Tucker Barnhart, who didn't play at all last year, but he still is really good defensively. I like Barnes more, though. His ability is higher. But I'll go Barnhart for 1 year, $1 million. Okay, 1 year, 2, 4. All right. And I still have $5 million that I can spend. Maybe on just another flyer of a starting pitcher. See what I can get for $5 million. I can get Drew Smyly for $5 million. Who's coming off of a pretty decent year before he got hurt in Pittsburgh. Both of these guys who are hurt will be healthy by the time spring training starts as well. So yeah, let's go grab Drew Smyly. And just have too much of a good thing. Because I'm winning the title this year. That's the goal. 4-5 is what I wanted. And this turns into $4 million. As a team option. All right, so there goes all my money. And this is what I'm getting out of it. I'm getting probably the best bullpen in baseball. 2 starters that I only need one of them to turn out. Kevin Cron to platoon with Seth Beer. AJ Pollock to potentially platoon with Willie Calhoun, but if he just gets hurt. Yeah, I don't know why internationals suck in this game, but they do. And it is what it is. Oh, well. But, yeah, and then so AJ Pollock to potentially platoon with Willie Calhoun. But if he gets hurt, oh well, Calhoun can just play all the games. Tucker Barnhart to back up Carson Kelly. And then Manuel Margot to probably be my starting right fielder. And then Victor Reyes as cover in pretty much the entire outfield. And I still have Ehire Adrianza. I still have Josh Rojas. I have Willie Calhoun now, or Willie Castro starting at second. And still have Nolan Arenado. Yeah, I think this is probably the year. If it's not this year, it's never going to happen. That's just hard facts. If it's not this year, then I don't know if we're going to win. So. And that's not even remembering that we have 3 all-star pitchers. One of, all 3 who got Cy Young votes. So. Why did it not stop me for these contract negotiation updates? Oh, it did once he got a better offer. So Chicago White Sox are jumping in. So I can't get Hader because I can't afford to pay him if the White Sox are paying him more than I am. I did get Alvarado. And it does mean I can maybe try to go after someone like Edwin Diaz instead. Instead of Hader. Because I'm not getting him anymore. I could go after Matt Barnes too, but he's, I think, more expensive than Diaz. Yeah. And there's Jordan Hicks, who wasn't there before. Jordan Hicks is way more intriguing than either. I don't know. Diaz is better right now. But he only has 2 pitches. Not that that matters as a reliever, but... Yeah, if I can get Diaz, let's do it. How much does he want per year? If I get rid of the Josh Hader contract, if I pull out of the Josh Hader sweepstakes. Why do I have $9 million for free agents now? Did I just get more money for some reason? I'm not getting Josh Hader, so I'm withdrawing from that so I can have my money back. Oh, it just automatically calculated. So I have $9 million. So Jordan Hicks is the one I can go after. He's actually not even asking for that much. He's $7 million per year is not bad. Especially if I can tack a team option on. And I could still have one of the best bullpens in baseball. All right, well, here's hoping I get all the guys that I want. Everybody favors my offer, so we should be able to bring them all in. And again, if this isn't the title year, it's not happening. Like, even outside of... Oh my god, Cleveland started paying him more? Screw you, Cleveland. I can pay him 1.3. That's fine. How high will they go for him? We shall see. Can't believe Cleveland's playing Margot. Rule 5 draft time. I just want to make sure we're not going to lose anybody. I doubt there's going to be anybody even remotely interesting to sign. Bobby A, I don't care. Everybody else is a schmuck. Artugo Rock. Yeah, let's just get through it. I mean, there's some players that could play, but just none that I need. Because I'm ideally better. You know, Rule 5. Teams that are trying to contend don't really take Rule 5 picks. All right. Let's hope we can get all the guys that we want here. McKenna just got signed by the Astros for money. All right, well, we just got a bunch of them. We got Kevin Cron. We got AJ Pollock, Tucker Barnhart, Drew Smyly, Marcus Stroman. All of them signed, so... Who's left? Who's that leave? That just leaves Jordan Hicks and Manuel Margot. Both who favor my offer, so... Feeling pretty good about this season, guys, if I'm being honest with you. Excellent. Let's start setting up. Well, we don't have... We'll set up once we sign everyone. Just signed... well, Josh Hader went and signed with Chicago, with the White Sox, but we did go ahead and sign Jordan Hicks. So our pitching staff is now done. We are just waiting on Margot. If we're not the winners of the offseason, I don't know who is. Chicago. They added Matt Barnes, Joe Kelly, Andrelton Simmons. Oh my god, Liam Hendricks, Jack Flaherty. Holy shit, no, they did win the offseason. But we're second, yeah! Our moves aren't as flashy. Our moves aren't as flashy. Which is fine. So we can set our pitching staff, because they're now all on the team. This is 14. I don't know who's not going to make it yet, but we'll see. Clear pitching staff. All right, so it's Conine. It's Gallen. It's Woodruff. It's currently Smyly and Stroman. And then 6 for preseason will be Duplantier. Stoppers are Bradley, Taylor Rogers, Bumgarner's long relief, avoid high leverage, emergency starting pitcher, Alvarado. I might set him as this. Harrington's a middle relief guy. Valdez is a middle relief guy, but he's going to be used more often. He's going to be long relief. Hicks is a stopper. And Dominguez is a stopper. God, are you telling me... Have I ever... Yeah, I know Yohan Ramirez. He was a big name last year. Texas, right? I thought it was Texas. I guess it's Houston. Going crazy. He turned out pretty well in this save. Why did I think he played for Texas? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. He turned out pretty good in the save. His per nines, like in real life. Holy shit, I never saw that. What? Oh my god. That's 7.5 walks and 20 strikeouts per 9. That is the most unbelievable stat line I've ever seen in my life. That's incredible. That's hero's work, if we're being honest. And then once we get Margot, well, he'll just become the everyday right fielder, so I can set everything else up. Beer, Castro, Arenado, Iglesias, Calhoun against righties, Robinson, and then Reyes is the backup here. And that's where what's-his-face goes. Let's just clear all this for now. I'm just going to clear it all. Just clear it all. Carson Kelly at catcher. Seth Beer at first. Willie Castro at second. Arenado at third. Iglesias at short. Calhoun in left. Robinson in center. Reyes is the backup, and then Margot. Backup catcher is Barnhart. He'll play every 5th game. Kevin Cron here. He's the platoon. Adrianza's the backup infielder, but we also have Rojas. Rojas might go down, though. Yeah, I think Rojas will go down. Adrianza is going to back up the middle infield here. He had that really bad end to last season, so. Pollock's going to back up in left. Well, he's platooning. Reyes will back up here. He'll start every 6th game. And Reyes will back up here, and he'll start every 4th game. Copy that. Not lineup, but depth chart. Only changes are Pollock comes in for Calhoun, and Cron comes in for Beer. There's no other changes. All right, yeah, I think that's pretty good. So let's ask bench coach for lineups. All right, well, here we go, boys. I think we can absolutely do something with this roster. I mean, this is the best pitching staff I've ever put together. And the bats aren't bad. They're really good defensively. I know, last chance. And actually, I'm looking at the time, and I need to be done at least by, like 7. So, I'm not sure if I want to start the season, and I don't want to keep you guys hanging, but also, you know. Oh my god, Washington signed Luke Weaver for 19.6. He just signed a $78 million contract over 4 years. Holy shit. That's so wild. I'll have way more time tomorrow. I won't have, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably finish up the offseason here. Like, I'll get to, I know, that's the next Chris Davis. This is the next Chris Davis. I'll probably finish up the offseason here, get to opening day, and then I'll probably call the stream. For today, it'll be about 4 hours long, and that's decent length. And then I'll probably just stream extra tomorrow. I'll finish up the Diamondbacks tomorrow, and I'll also go ahead and I'll probably start on the Braves tomorrow as well. I'll probably get through season. I'll get through the final season of Arizona, and then I'll probably get through the first. I'll try to get through the first season of Atlanta. I think tomorrow. But I got Margot. He's coming straight up. Secondary roster's full, so let's go wave somebody. Miraglio's never getting up. I don't think, at least. All right, but here we go. Margot just gets plopped right in there. And if he turns out not to be able to hit, then I just send him down and I call up Rojas. And Reyes can start in right, and Rojas can start in right, and, you know, we can go from there. I think it's a decent problem to have. All right, but I like our team. I like our team. I hope you guys do too, because this is the last one. This is peak Arizona Diamondbacks in this year's game. So hopefully we can do something with it. I might do something fun after this is all done. Like, I might import all of the teams. And I was thinking about this. If I do end up completing every team, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, obviously, because I don't, you know, it's a lot of work to play as every team. But I love this game, and I'd probably do it off camera anyways. But if I do end up completing every team, playing through, you know, 5 seasons or so of every team in the league, I might do a fun little season at the end where it's I just watch and I just put all of the final rosters in a little like season bracket and see which one comes out on top. I think that could be fun to watch. But obviously that's very far away. I'm only on team 1, so what do I know? 2 more weeks on both of them, I think. Yep. So they'll both be back for spring. Tucker Barnhart's out 7 weeks. That's unfortunate. What did happen to him? Undisclosed injury. What did he do? Tucker Barnhart sustained an injury where he was stung by a bee and went into anaphylactic shock and is expected to miss 7 weeks. I'm sorry, Tucker. That kind of sucks. That sucks, buddy. That's rough, buddy. But Adrian Beltre got in to the Hall of Fame on his first year, so that's good. I mean, it's going to happen in real life, but good for him. Gary Sheffield never got in. He got dropped on his 10th year after getting 58%. But other first years that are notable, Joe Mauer with 50, Bartolo Colon with 40, Matt Holliday with 27, Victor Martinez with 20, David Wright with 16, Jose Bautista with 9, Chase Utley with 8. And that's it for the first years that mattered. The ones that got dropped were John Lackey, Adrian Gonzalez, Jake Peavy, James Shields, Mark Burley, Miguel Montero, and Brandon Phillips. Miguel Montero, Diamondback legend. Not legend, but, you know, one of the best catchers of all time for us. He had some really, really good seasons in, like, the early 2010s for us before he went to Chicago and then said all those terrible things about Arizona. Oh, well. All right, well, let's get to spring. I'll probably get through spring training, and I'll just get to opening day. Because spring training's kind of the off-season, too. Personal message from Ken Kendrick. Drop to the draft budget. That's fine. I don't care. I'm going to skip the draft this year because, again, like, unless there's a guy that can come in and play right now, like, what's the point, you know? Where's Archie? Did Archie fall off? Where does he go? Oh, Archie's gotten bad. What? What happened to Archie? He had a great year last year. What happened to him? Lol. Oh, well. It's fine. If he keeps playing, it doesn't matter. If he keeps playing like that, it doesn't matter. Development update. Woodruff got better. Stroman got a little worse. Carson Kelly got a little worse. Everson Pereira. Oh, I need to call him up. Because he's also potentially going to be on the roster. Although, now that I've signed all these players, he probably won't make it. Reyes is fine as the utility outfielder. But at least get him in for spring. You know? No point in not bringing him in for spring training. Spring training begins. All right, any changes I want to make? Frias and Tabor got called up. Neither of them are going to make the roster. Frias actually has a shot to make it over Bumgarner. It's very, very, very unlikely, but it can happen. So, as for here, anybody here that's going to have a shot to make it? Probably not. Pereira, I guess, would be the only one, but even then, I don't think he will. This is fine for now. Just to get him reps. Tucker Barnhart's still out for 1 to 2 weeks. I'm just going to leave him. I don't really care. He'll be healthy for the regular season, so. All right, so let's sim through spring training and just hope for no injuries. Personal message for player development. Smiley got a little worse, Pollock got a little worse, and this guy Carlos Nunez got a little worse. None of whom I really care about, so. I mean, Smiley, obviously, and Pollock are going to be important, but day-to-day for Tabor, I don't care. Victor Reyes is day-to-day. It's fine, again, as long as he's going to be fine for regular season. Zach Gallen will be out for 1 week. That's not that big a deal. I'm actually just going to leave it. I don't care. He'll be back in time for the regular season. Taylor Rogers is out 2 weeks, so he'll be out for the beginning of the season, but not watch. Wait, that's day-to-day, or is that out? It's day-to-day, and he's moderate. It only minimally influences throwing, so he can stay up. Oh, shoot. I should have looked at our coaching staff, but I didn't because I'm trolling. All right, personal message. Opening day. We don't have anybody in the top 10, it seems. Which is fine. Not that I care. All right, but we're semi-full strength. Taylor Rogers is a little bit shaken up, but... Yeah, I mean, really, I already knew what my opening day roster was going to look like. Actually, I got to drop one more of these guys. It's probably Valdez. He has to be waived. He'll get through. And even if he doesn't, it's not that big of a deal. But Bumgarner should be up, I think. All right, now for the rest of the people that go down. Blankenhorn. These are the definites. The definitely not making it. I'll check to see who I'm allowed to keep after. But those 8 are definitely not making it. Andy Young and Brandon Marsh have to be waived, which is fine. That leaves us with 16, so we got to drop 3 more. 1, 2, 3. All right. And there's our opening day. There it is, boys. All right. That's probably going to be it for the stream today. We're going to leave it off right before the last season of Arizona Diamondbacks ball here. And hopefully in the next episode, we'll either win a champ. Well, I at least want to make the playoffs. At very minimum, I want to make the playoffs. But if we can't make the playoffs, I mean, obviously, if we can't make the playoffs, then I need to leave. Like, this isn't working out, you know? So, but I think this team's pretty good. I think this is a team that can definitely make playoffs. So, if you guys enjoyed, of course, leave that follow so you're back tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to finish off the last season of Diamondbacks baseball, and then I'm going to move on probably to Braves baseball after that. We'll start doing Atlanta as I try to go through all 30 teams, trying to win a title with everyone in 5 years or less. If you guys enjoyed this, all of the VODs, if you missed like any of the things before this and how we got to 2024, all of the VODs for all of the seasons that I've gone through so far will be up on YouTube once I finish up with the last season, probably when I finish up with stream tomorrow. All of that's going to go up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SuperKmanrocks. It's the same as my Twitch here, so not super difficult to find. You can also follow me on Twitter. I tweet out some stupid stuff sometimes. Again, it's at SuperKmanrocks on Twitter. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And adios, mi amigos.